fellow adventurers, and welcome to Horsemen of the Apocalypse. We are Twitch affiliates and proudly sponsored by VentureSense. Click the link below, check out their amazing products, and while spending time with us in the chat, obey all the rules and listen to your moderators. While watching our stream, you are earning 2 currencies. HotA points are linked to the mini-games in the chat, and you can use them to buy extra raffle tickets when we give away free merchandise. Loyalty points are used for interacting with our show. You can buy inspiration points or health potions for the Dungeon Master or for your favorite player. There are several Twitch commands that you will need to be familiar with in our chat. Refer to the panel below if you forget them, or ask a moderator for help. These commands are how you play our mini-games, enter the giveaways, or request songs for the channel playlist. If you enjoy our content, clicking the follow button will notify you when our channel goes live. Join the HotA family by becoming a subscriber, and you get several benefits. A custom icon, unique emote, increased chances of winning in all mini-games, access to a private chat room, and free song requests. The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
It's a year of gameplay down the drain.
I see people.
There we go. All right,
I
we are
see
on. Welcome,
things.
everybody!
Okay.
Hey!
Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Wow.
AKA HotA. I am your humble Dungeon Master for the night, DM Steelax, and once again we are surrounded by our Season 1 HotA players. So let's get some introductions. We'll go left to right on the screen, and yeah, you guys go ahead and say a little bit about yourselves. Who are you and who are you playing?
All right. Well, as per the norm, I'll start this party off. Party rocking in the house tonight. This is Kyle coming to you from York, Pennsylvania. But as I tried to do there 5 seconds ago, get a little jam going because I play everyone's favorite Evelyn Bar, Philly Shenanigans. So I feel like there's a little bit of music in the soul today. We'll see what happens. But we got some other introductions to get into, so I'll send it over this way.
Yeah, hey, howdy, hey, it's
Welcome,
me, AJ. I play Rin and Oran, the High Elf Wizard in the party. Brains over brawn every time. But, I mean, level 1, I don't know how well that holds up, so we'll put that on the shelf for the moment. But to the toughest person in the party, the true bronze of the ones, we move over here. To our...
Proper squid introduction.
That's all I got. That's it.
Technically, yes.
I'm a squid.
All right, then I'll move on. Hey, I'm Connor. I'm playing Urgra Dropper, the half-orc ranger, and yeah, we're going to see what we can do with our new token Squidward of the party.
Awesome. Let's get some announcements if we have any. Kyle, I think you had a couple.
Yeah, so first of all, for anyone who has been watching us previously or just joining new, go back watch some of our old episodes, but you will see a very schmancy fancy pants overlay made by our very own DM Steelax here. Very cool. Like, there's stuff going on in the background. There's like things floating around. We got all kinds of new fancy colors and things. So kudos. It looks awesome. The other thing is, please, if you haven't already, follow. Click the little bell up top to get the notification bell, attune to it, if you will. And down below, we have our Discord you can join into, where we're pretty active in there. Speaking of which, we have a new cool thing in there called Idle RPG, which is really fun. So, like, some of us, the players, the DM, some of the fans watching it, like, we'd all interact together and, like, build campaigns and stories. I made a character. He was a ranger. I got married, and then I died. Like, that's all I really know happened. Kinds of cool stuff like skull scepters and like they're having babies. I don't know. Check it out. It's really cool. But yeah, Idle RPG on our Discord. So check that out.
Okay. Awesome. All right, let's get a recap. What happened last week? It was a long episode last time. We kept like trying to end it, but then something would happen and we were like, let's do a little bit more. And then like 4.5 hours later, we're like, all right, we got to go to bed.
Yeah.
So
All right.
a bit to recap. Go ahead.
Last time, episode 22 on HotA. The party was in Mount Fatoon Forge watching the dwarf Magmajaw take on an ancient Hydra single-handedly. After a decisive victory, Kurtz jumped into the ring and asked Magmajaw how he was able to wield two-handed weapons single-handedly. Kurtz was then rebuffed because dwarves are racist.
Oh,
We then sought out the master blacksmith, Jadmalin Bluntthorn, about golden horseshoes for our pony Fergus. After dispelling some troublesome runes on her forges placed by Duragar, we were given a missive to the hill dwarfs in Valkenheim to parlay for their adamantine stores in exchange for finished products. We also saw that the one-armed Tabaxi Ravage was imprisoned by the dwarves for a one-man cat invasion of the dwarven territory. While the party was trying to come up with whether we should actually try to bust him out and risk our good relation with the dwarves, we decided to try using one of the legendary artifacts that we knew very little about. Kurtz activated a necklace of a nautilus and was turned into a literal squid. See Ammonite Pokemon. We were able to put him into a water barrel, and he stopped actively dying. So just another day at level 1.
Yeah.
I love the
4 weeks of
vocabulary.
level 1.
That was great. Some of the verbiage was great.
awesome.
Finley did sneak into a hole behind the statue,
That's true.
and he did find a new transcendental relic. What was that, Finley, that you found?
Oh man, just being my inquisitive / curious / shiny thing self. Finley found a secret little area that I crept into. I also got some papers. There wasn't really anything all that particular on it, but inside this box, we did find a little like bracelet-looking thing with like little bit ladybugs on it. And we soon figured out, I believe AJ, our wizard Rin, did some identification on it, perhaps a little bit, to realize it was another artifact weapon, or I think we did. Not too sure, but we at least came to terms with, we're pretty sure that's what it does. But Finley, being the ever fashion guru that he is, it didn't really feel not so much of a bracelet as more of an anklet. So.
Yep.
That's where I got it. I'm not gonna put my foot on my screen. But it's
Ladybug.
on there. It's on there now, so it's adorable.
Okay. So it is.
We'll see what it does. No clue. We have some ideas now that we have a split.
You're probably going to become a ladybug.
Probably.
Amazing.
I mean, I
A
don't.
glamour bug.
Do you still have your ferret-infested hat with you that might have poop in it?
Oh, no. Jawbreaker and Skittles are sleeping on the extra bed that we have. I gave them rank. Yeah, I gave them rank.
In that 5th bed that's empty. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Urga went and fetched a barrel of water for you guys to dunk Kurtz's newly nautilus
Squidified.
form state.
He's
So he's now able to breathe, and he has telepathic ability to communicate with you guys now that he can breathe. We left off with Kurtz, you learning a little bit about your abilities and.
Sean, they're
things
saying
you
the
can and
music's a
can't
little
do
too
in this
loud.
new form.
Just Sean saying they're saying the music's a little too loud.
Oh, music's loud? Okay.
a little.
All
But
right. I had
yes,
doing all kinds of
while we're sitting here and we had this whole terrible ordeal happen to Kurtz, has Orion come back yet with reconnaissance about the front gate?
Yes, he has. So, as you guys are trying to figure out this whole Nautilus necklace thing, you just see this little owl just sitting on the ground, like it's been there for a few minutes, like waiting for some love and attention, while you guys are all focused on the little Kurtz.
More important shit to worry about right now, all right?
Hey, Ren, you got a Twitter.
Yes, I should.
A tweet, if you will. A hoot? Did you get a hoot?
Yes, I'm sure what he has to say will be a hoot.
Dilly, thanks for the follow.
I'll have Orion come up to me and I'll
Dilly.
just silently hold and stare at him because typically I have telepathic communication, so I'm like, tell me everything.
Same.
Okay, so you sent him off to go which direction?
To the front gate.
To watch the entrance to see what the security
What
was
did he
like.
see?
Okay, so the way you guys came in from, right?
Yes.
Okay. So a bunch of the dwarves that were there for watching the fight of Magmajaw versus the Ancient Hydra, a lot of them had kind of made their way and went further into the mountains. Some of them left and went across the bridge you guys came into. Some of them went to other parts of the cavernous areas here. Didn't see anything as far as anything noteworthy. Some dwarves have taken kind of guard posts, maybe that they were, they took a break to come watch the fight and then have kind of gone back. So if that's what you were looking for, there does seem to be some posted guards and stuff on the exterior door now.
Thank you, Orion. So I will reconvey that to everyone, of course, as I get it. Kind of like quick telling. So I don't necessarily know if perhaps they might be inspecting any of the cargo that might leave the city. I don't necessarily think they would care for things that leave. As long as no alarm is raised, there's no reason for them to be suspicious of those that exit. It's more of things that come into a city, don't you agree?
I mean, it's not wartime yet, so...
Maybe perhaps we can do a dummy test to start. If we perhaps load the cart with just a barrel or so or something, cover it with a tarp or whatever, however one would normally choose to disguise the shipment for when the tabaxi's in there, and see if perhaps you are stopped by them. If you're not, then we have a good chance that we could do it again.
That's true. And I got the idea that if we could do this, we should probably do it tonight when there's a lot of people coming in and out from the fight, and then we stay the night, and once Ravage is out, he's on his own. So, I mean, he's a fully grown cat man, and so if he gets caught again, that's on him.
Right.
That way we have an alibi of still being here when he's left.
An owlaby?
No.
That's a hoot.
1 second.
That's a DM joke. That's a dad joke.
Boy, I'm glad
I
I'm
applaud
not
it.
right
I
now.
applaud it.
But I do like the idea of doing a test dummy of the cart, so that way they probably won't. If they check us going out, and we come back saying we forgot something, or we just come back even a few times, they'll stop checking because they're bored of us.
Right. Just one more go at it here, and I know it sounds like this is the plan, regardless. But and I'm down to help any way you want me to. I'll throw my hat in the ring here and throw on some charm or whatever I got to do. But just gonna say this one more time for the record that we don't really necessarily keep, but for the record, we do have the thought of the concept here of time on our side in regards to. We know that in a future time that this Ravage does get out at some point because we our own Kurt Squinskin here met him at some point, and so I mean, bygones be bygones. Do we really want to be the ones to interfere with such a process when we know that the end result is the same anyway? I mean, I'm just throwing darts at the wall here, seeing if any stick here. But if that's what we're doing, I'm all for it.
I think it's more or less, Finley, a single drop in a stream can change the course of events, and any type that might alter, however small, it could make the future slightly different in a way that's more beneficial to us to avoiding the catastrophe that we know if we left everything to as it is, if we don't change any events, then we will have no way to, circumvent destiny.
Well, all right. I'll play your fiddle here for a moment, Rin. You have this book with you, and if I'm not mistaken here, just kind of shine some light on it here. We almost have the interloop, the behind the scenes of things that we know that's happened throughout the course of time and history here. Is this something that we all feel is necessary to perhaps make a ripple? Maybe we're throwing our stone in the wrong pond here, and maybe there's something else we should be, rippling, if you will.
Well, if we pull it off without being known that it's us, we get in, the good books of the Tabaxi, and the dwarfs are none the wiser.
I do know that in the coming years, the Bane will have to deal with resistance. Eventually, they will have to handle with an assassination and eventually an invasion. Now, if the dwarves themselves were perhaps bolstered by allies from other tribes, they might have a better chance at winning in these conflicts. Or perhaps these conflicts were even brought into existence because of their troubled past with the Shroud. If we stop that, then we might stop those events from occurring.
Who are the invaders? Is it the Durgar?
Do I know? Because I'm going off of the general here.
The invaders for here or for Valkenheim?
It just says the Bane deal with an invasion. That's all I know. I haven't got the general.
For that, that would be the Durgar, yeah.
Hey.
Okay, yes. That's the Durgar then.
Yep.
Yes. The Duergar will eventually rise up. But if perhaps the Duergar become such a threat to the Bane, and the Bane are unable to deal with the issue, they would need allies to successfully thwart this, invasion.
In your future book here, Rin, what should we call it? I mean, future book? No.
Manifesto?
Sure. All right. Oh, that's fancy. All right. So, does it say anything? I'd imagine in your book you have some pretty important events, but is this Ravage, embargo or trade deal or negotiation really anything? All that's on the top of the scale in terms of important matters that happened during this year. Because, like I said, I mean, if helping Bane versus Duergar is more important than saving a cat, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, like with saving Rat, like, does he escape or is there negotiations? Because if there's negotiations, there is a little bit of a communication there. But if we interfere and make it more of an escape, that might even ripple it harder in a negative direction. Whereas on this side, if we know that there's a bad thing, we can fix the bad thing and let this play out its course here. And now I'm going to go into buffer stage. Now my head just starts. I'm just frozen.
So here's what I'm thinking.
Would you editing all the Da Vinci Code stuff in his head? Yeah.
That's it. That's for the next 60 seconds.
We go ahead and test this cart theory, see if we do multiple passes, if they tend to get bored of us. And if we think there is a good chance of us getting away with it, then we move forward with the Ravage plan. Rin, you do your minor illusion. Finley and I will take Ravage through the gate, and eventually, hopefully, things will go well. If we think there is too big of a risk, we are going to see the Tabaxi anyway. So we can go to Valkenheim, talk to the Hill Dwarves, then go to the Tabaxi and give them an update about Ravage in case they don't already know, in case they think he's dead or something like that.
Indeed.
What do you want me to do?
Well, that is the question.
Not get fried and breadcrumbed.
I am fierce.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
I could always have Kurtz with me. He can help just perhaps maybe keep an extra pair of eyes out.
How
many eyes do I have?
You have 2.
Okay.
How do you intend to keep him alive and with you at the same time?
I point over to the convenient fishbowl that was in the room.
Yes, there was the fishbowl. Yep. Right now he's sitting in the massive barrel, which would be a major inconvenience. But you think the fishbowl would definitely be a more practical question mark?
If we need to leave within the 6 hours, I suppose putting him in the bowl would be suitable.
All right. Well, in any case, Finley, let's just do a quick dry run with the cart, shall we? I think Rin, you should probably stay back just so they don't wonder why you're not with us when you.
Oh no, I will wait. I will not join you with the test run, just in case. Finley, do you have minor illusion?
Well, just let me look into my bag of tricks here, there, Rin the Wizard, and pull up my knowledge of my brain, and yes! No, I don't. I have 5 presence hesitation.
That's fine. I don't know if they will be curious as to the reason why you're leaving. You might have to make an excuse, but if you wanted to try multiple times, you could always try to disguise yourself, and you could use prestidigitation on the horse to give them a few spots here and there to change the color, to make it look like a different horse.
I mean, I think it'll be more likely I feel like they'll be less likely to check us if we're just become a regular thing, just going in and out a bunch of times.
Oh, no, yes, certainly. But what's the reason for you going in and out?
I hadn't gone that far.
Dilly.
They continually question you either way.
Thanks for the follow.
Dilly.
Always try the things, but yes, I can. If worst comes to, actually, could Finley fit through the bars? Was he small enough?
The bars of what?
The cage prison.
Oh no. Like,
yeah, it's for dwarves.
Oh, no.
I know he halfling.
No, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're probably
some
about
butter?
Yeah,
this far
that's what I was
apart
thinking.
from the bars.
All right, and so we can't necessarily use your disguised self to.
Additionally, we also need to find the dwarf who has the keys to the cell.
In all fairness, I am all of like 3'3" and like 45 pounds or something. Like I'm
Just Cresco him up, and maybe he'll work.
Lather me up in butter, baby.
Oh, it's not a matter of getting you in; it's getting him out.
Exactly.
We don't need two of you in the
That'd
cell.
be so funny. Oh, I got in, guys. Now what?
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
I'm through.
Sean, when I bite onto shit, is it just piercing, or is it like acid?
Let me pull up your little stats here.
Actually,
all right, so you get a free action for grapple for any target you're touching. As long as there's nothing that physically hinders you, it's an automatic grapple. There's no check needed. You do have one attack, which is the penetrating tentacle attack. So there'd be like a specific alternate tentacle that would be the penetrator. So it does 1d4 stacking damage. If you are grappling a target, it's guaranteed to hit.
and we're sure it's a tentacle, right?
Yeah, we don't know. You could.
We haven't taken the squid out for a spin yet, so.
And this is a stacking one, so each turn that you continue to do it, it will increase to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But what I want to know is if they can like put me on the lock like a satchel charge.
Ooh.
And then if I can like slowly melt it away or whatever.
No, there would not be acid.
Okay.
But you might be able
You
to
could damage it.
You might be able to damage the internals of it.
I could also just break it, honestly,
Yeah.
guys. That's what I'm worried about.
Once you get up to like 40 d4s or whatever.
Well, that's if we cannot find the key. I would suggest that we could.
It's just like Rainbow Six Siege. I'm planting the charge, you just pull something out.
Thanks for the follow.
But we also could try this. If we can find the key, and if you find that you are stopped, I could, at that point, open the cell thinly. You can cast Disguise Self on yourself, allowing you to be able to look like Ravage. Sit in there for a moment as I help Urgra go to the front. I can cast Minor Illusion on Ravage if he's inside any of the chests, and if they do inspect anything, I can use an illusion to cover up his
Presence.
appearance so that he doesn't
Alright.
look like he's inside anything that we're holding.
All right, here's where I'm at with the situation, right? I've already said my piece. I don't think this is a very good idea, but on the flip side of the flippity-flop coin here, I'm totally down for crazy shit. Like, that's just, like, part of my nature, right?
Mhm.
I was like, should we let Kurt Gladskin play with the hibbly-bibbly necklace? I was like, meh, sure, that sounds like an awesome idea, and we got a squid, right? So, sometimes, Rin, when I hear your plans, I hear, like, part A, 1A, 2, paragraph B, and it blows my fucking mind. To be quite honest, right now, I say let's just fucking do it, man. Like, it sounds like you got a plan, and I'm down for it, so you tell me what you need me to do for you, and I will do it fin for
Help
Rin.
me, help you.
I'm ready, man.
I'm going to quickly get a servant up. Just give me 10 minutes, and I'm going to cast Unseen Servant so that I have something to hold the bowl of Kurtz.
Sure.
I will say that while he's doing that, I'm just going to wait outside the door and I'm going to keep an eye out. I'm going to just be looking for anyone who has the jingle of keys, any of the dwarves, if they're making rounds.
Oh, okay.
Since I had 10 minutes to kill.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, give me a perception check. See here with your half-orc ears here.
This is perception, you say? That is a 8! Roll 20.
So you hear
The mighty
you hear
eight!
something that may sound like some keys jingling. You're not quite sure, but then you see a dwarf walking by with like this little metal slinky, and you're like, "Oh, damn, that's not it." Just shing,
So close.
shing, shing. Yeah, no keys.
Oh, well.
All right,
Weird
all right.
sounds at all.
So,
But there does seem to be some roaming guards now that are kind of like, so where your guys is the central area where you guys are now. There seems to be a guard that is kind of like passing. Dilly, thanks for the follow. The same guard that seems to kind of be circulating around the room, but it's kind of a long path, so it's not. It takes a couple minutes, for him to make it around.
Yeah.
all I'm saying here, Rin, is sometimes you have these really elaborate plans, right? And sometimes we're like, all right, we're gonna take that plan, we're gonna shorten it to like that one thing, and then the rest we're gonna scrap. Today is the day, Rin Anoran. We're gonna balls to the walls here for you. You just lay it out there, man. We're gonna go 1A subparagraphs. just
Focusing, Finley. I'm
Oh,
trying.
sorry. Yeah, right. I forgot. Okay, just
Yeah.
give it. All right, hold on.
You're making the unseen servant.
Yeah, Unseen Servant.
It's there.
Free me from this wretched form.
We can't do that, Kurtz, but get in the bowl, and I have the unseen servant fill the bowl up with water so they can get in it.
All right, so Kurtz,
Resist.
There's not enough room for you to like be free and swim around. You can just rotate in the bowl. That's it. So you're just like, and if you talk too loud, the little tentacles will like get stuck on the side of the bowl.
All right. I'll have Kurtz follow me. He can keep an eye out and telepathically alert me if he sees anyone that might potentially have the keys to the prisons. I suggest all of us try and find anyone who might have the right key to the cell.
Should we do that before we do the dry test of the cart?
Yes, let's try that at least. If we can't find the key, then we have a bit of a problem.
That's true. All right, so yeah. How about all of us just sort of split up and just try and do a run of the place as far as any dwarf with keys?
Yes.
Yeah, and we've seen the lock, so we can kind of like gauge what the key we think should look like.
Okay.
Didn't you just pick the lock?
I already did check, and I was intimidated.
Right.
It's a scary lock, man.
All right, so not that I wasn't listening the first time, Rin, but I was only half listening the first time, Rin. I'm just being honest. I want your plan to go off without a hitch, like top notch to the screws, man. So one more time, lay it on me. Hit us with it.
Ideally, find the key.
No details out, like to the fucking T. All right, go.
Find the key, memorize it, prestidigitation to create a small conjuration of it. You and I will have access to the key. Open the cell, you go inside, disguise yourself to impersonate Ravage. We take Ravage out, stuff him into the cart, if the cart is successful. I'll walk with Urger out, minor illusion if need be, in the last case to try and hopefully make through. Come back later, open the cell again so you may, get out, and at that time we should no longer be a suspect because time has passed.
Hold on, he can fit into my 25-pound chest.
Where is your chest, Mr. Squidward?
I'm not going to be carrying around this gear while we're in a room.
All of your gear gets consumed into your new form.
Even stuff I'm not wearing?
Yeah, anything that's your character sheet stuff that you have, unless you specifically, I set this over here. Anything that's just your adventuring gear molds into your form.
Yeah, I did ask that question earlier, just in case.
Yep. So that way you don't have to worry about leaving stuff.
Yeah, sure. I don't have to worry about.
Halfway.
I don't have to worry about anything, Sean.
You're good. You're a squid.
Just a fucking squid.
That's squid life, bro. You're good. We got you.
That's sweet
I
squid
thought
life.
you'd be grateful. You're welcome.
I'm not. I thought I was gonna be some kind of armored, water-breathing titan, and instead I'm a fucking squid, Sean.
Well, let's see. Your AC is 15. What's your normal AC?
Mine.
Higher.
Yeah,
16.
Okay. 25 hit points though.
That
Higher
is
than
better.
mine.
So anyway,
you're already two better than Finley. Go ahead, continue.
So let's split up and let's all try and look for this dwarf with keys.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. I'll have the unseen servant follow me with the fishbowl.
Okay. All right. So Kurtz, you're kind of just being levitated in the air, but you are able to freely rotate around in the bowl. Hey, and you're not going to have disadvantage on perception checks while in this form because you're not wearing a helmet.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
You can see again.
It's the same.
Yeah.
But does he have true sight?
He does not.
Okay.
He does not.
Mm-hmm. Every rose has its thorn, Sean.
It's true.
Go with the bad guys. Go. With
I like the Miley Cyrus remake of that song. It's good. All right. All right. So there are lots of guards and dwarves that you can see around. So if you're going to do, maybe investigating for the keys, roll me percentile dice.
All right.
I did a perception and it was really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we're gonna do.
I remember him saying percentile dice before.
Or just certain people doing this.
I think all four of us get one because we're all looking.
I think Kurtz should get one, right? Because he's
Dilly
also...
dilly.
Thanks for the follow. Yeah.
Dilly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almanite can try, but yeah, he's.
Okay, I'll try the first one, and I roll a 3. Look at that brilliant number.
Hey, man,
So
if
Numbers
this is
good,
war-
right? It's like golf.
If this was Warhammer 40k, that'd be awesome.
No, I mean,
So-
in seriousness, if this was Divine Intervention, I scored big.
Yeah. So Rin, you actually see a massive ring of keys on this dwarf.
Hey.
There's maybe 40 keys on this thing, and you are just convinced that one of these on there has got to be it.
Okay, but Kurtz
You
gets
get that.
$91.
Squid.
What does 91 Kurtz do?
Oh, a 91? Oh,
Yeah.
We have both
Yeah.
We have opposite
outliers.
spectrum.
Okay, so the
Wow.
unseen servant is
I'm
kind
in
of
the middle.
following Rin around, and so the fishbowl's kind of going. You see Rin get distracted by this guy who has like all these keys, and you're kind of like, what? And then you look over, you see this guard that's kind of bent over, and you see one hanging off his belt loop, that's on the back, and so you're thinking that might be a good one to try checking.
Rin!
Ugra,
What?
I found it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, Finley.
Ugra and Finley, you guys are not seeing any keys on the guards that you are that you see.
Which key, Finley, do you think? I'm out in the... Kurtz. Which key?
Free me from this mortal form!
No, I can't do that. This is all mentally. By the way, I'm not talking in the air like a stupid, insane person.
That one. Over there, and I'll point with all my tentacles.
Over there!
Wait.
So Kurtz
So
can
are we gonna-
communicate to all of you guys, but that doesn't mean you all can hear each other. You can all just only hear Kurtz.
Right. So does that mean? So just do we talk about we're going to try to find the key, get it in the lock, and like this is the key now? Because if that's the case, he has 8 hands, right? Can he just be like? Can he just like start knocking in keys? Like, how do we know which key it is? Is that what we were going to do?
I found one key.
Is that what
I'm
you-
going. Well, I mean, I assumed it was just we were going to try it and see what
Dilly.
we could get. And then if we could successfully unlock the cell, yay. If not, we'll keep trying. Or
Yeah.
Or if we.
All right. I'm following your lead here. Here we go.
All right. Well, all right, I'll lean in and I'll kind of just to make sure I don't look too stupid. I'm going to have the fishbowl next to me, but I'm going to have Orion. I'm going to perch Orion like on my arm, a little lower down from me, like as if I'm walking like this.
Okay.
And I'm going to have myself look through Orion's eyes and have Orion inspect the key, like big owl eyes, just start staring at that key so hard to memorize.
There, fluffy bird.
At the whole ring of them.
No, the one that Kurtz pointed out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause I don't wanna look too
Okay, after the owl gets some vision on it, it looks like it could be possibly the right shape and size, but you don't know what you're looking for. But it doesn't seem like it doesn't stand out as it wouldn't work.
That's fine. But I'm going to inspect the key, and then just to make sure I don't forget it, I'm going to, as I'm staring with Orion, occasionally looking in like that, I'm going to pull out a book and lean off to the side a little bit so I'm not staring at it myself, but occasionally I'm just looking through Orion's eyes so that he's my spyglass, and I'm going to try to trace out the key on a piece of parchment that I have so I have the picture of what it looks like.
Okay.
So I'm going to take
Rin.
Okay.
Rin, I have an idea.
Yes.
You show me off as your pet, and then you get him to give me the key to play with, and I'll try to memorize it.
with your tentacles.
Yeah.
Huh?
How many dwarves do you think has ever seen a fucking squid?
And you want him to play?
Like, he'll be like, oh, like, look at this, it's so cool. Like, watch all these tentacles. Just give him a little something to play with, and we'll give you the key. And I can steal it.
I quickly make sure no one's looking, and I just do this with Kurtz. I press digitation a copy of the key,
Oh, well, fine.
Okay.
and just disappear it.
That could work too. Yeah, right.
It's science, Kurtz.
Not that your plan was bad. This one was just.
You're at least
La la
making
la la
it-
la, I can't hear you.
But once I have a picture of the key with me and have it like stored and ready, I'm going to casually start walking around again with the floating fishbowl.
Okay.
And I'm just
Not conspicuous at all.
no,
not
not at all.
No. I'm
With
just
the Nautilus
casually.
that no one has ever seen before.
I'm an elf. I'm a wizard. This is normal. This is absolutely normal.
I'm just gonna Heart of Darkness everyone when we walk by.
The cold, dead stare of a fish.
I've seen things.
I
And
think
as I
Nautilus
get-
has like one eye on each side, right? So people just see this one eyeball just staring.
I've seen the true horror of the depths of the ocean.
I mean, Ezra, Kurtz, you seeing 360 right now, right? I mean, you got two eyes here. You must be seeing the world all at once.
When Liam Neeson yells, "Release the Kraken," it was I he was speaking of.
Fear me, mortal.
So as I get close with the floating fishbowl behind me, I'll just say, Kurtz, try to keep an eye out for me just in case. And I'm going to make sure no one's around.
I'm gonna chameleon it, like, Got it, boss.
And as he has his extra super amazing vision, I'm going to go to the cell door, quickly prestidigitation the key, and try and see if it unlocks it.
Okay. Give me a one more percentile die roll for the
Oh no.
Just for Ren?
14.
Alright, so you start to hear some tumbles, and then as you kind of give it some more juice, nope, not the right key. You can just totally slips through it. It seems to be the wrong orientation for key.
Put me on the lock.
Why?
I'm gonna try and finagle it with my tentacles.
Is anyone coming?
Nope.
What are they gonna do if you are? Hey, get your squid off of that lock.
Nope. So we're actually let me move the map.
I'm certain they would be suspicious, so I'm going to.
This likes locks, sir. I'm sorry. He eats them.
I'll tell.
Hey, Mikey, he likes it.
he saw a bug, a tiny morsel go inside the keyhole. He's trying to get it.
While this is all going on, because I know you guys are going one way, Urger and I, do we stay in the room, Urger, or what are we doing?
No, I think we're. Well, I mean, once they found the key, I was thinking about being like a lookout for Rin around the cells. Okay. So
right.
that's
so
right.
Are you staying in the room?
I am not. No one's. I don't think anyone's in the room.
All right.
Unless you don't need me to be there.
While this is all going on, I believe Fergus is at the stable, but the wagon.
Dilly. Thanks for the follow.
Dilly, thanks for following.
I carried the wagon. It's in the room.
It's in the room. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, and that's the wagon we're going to use for our little cover-up thing, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. I would like to take DM while they're looking for keys and stuff. I would like to take. I'd like to take one of my inkwells. I have an inkwell because as you have inkwells, right? Can I dump an inkwell out and fill it, or maybe even, you know what? Better yet, fuck it. I'll take my water skin, dump that out, and I want to pour some shenanigans into my water skin.
Ooh, okay. Yep.
And I believe we all have like tinder boxes and all that kind of random shit. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna make sure I have my shenanigan water skin tinderbox combo with Finley Shenanigan.
Okay.
Yep, that's all. Okay,
That-
continue.
okay.
Rin, squid,
Okay,
squid and red.
This
I
has
have-
the explosive water skin.
I have the bowl get brought down closer. I tell the servant to lean it over, and I just go, a deep breath, Kurtz. Suck in some water, and then I just tell the servant to pick him out and put him on the lock.
Okay. All right. So, Kurtz, your body is lifted out of the water, and when you're not submerged in water, you lose your telepathic ability to communicate. But he is holding you up right in front of the lock, and you can grapple onto it if you like.
Yes.
All right, free action grab. Your tentacles wrap around the bars and around the thing, and they actually are quite long. So your tentacles that come out aren't not just the little things. They are quite long, and so you can position yourself, and you've got like this kind of like beak tentacle that's in the center that does the penetrating attack, and it is pretty small, and you kind of position over. You can't see, so you're having to just feel. You're kind of feeling around with the tentacles while your eyes are on the outside.
Like animals do.
So give me a perception check for what you're feeling
As a squid?
as a squid. Yep.
Do I get any, what's the modifier for that?
What's the squid mod there, DM?
Yeah, your squid.
Yeah.
Just do whatever Chris's perception is. We'll just use that.
Oh, good.
It's a braille check.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
this shit.
So as your tentacles are kind of feeling around.
Don't worry, roll 20 will load eventually.
While they're doing this, Urgra,
Mm-hmm.
I know I have a bit of a mini quest here of I'm going to be playing the part of Ravage the Tiger in the cage there where we do the flippity flop places. Would you do me just a slight wee bit of a favor?
Uh-huh.
You see those two little points over there on the bed there, and I'll point to Jawbreaker and Skittles.
Yes.
Would you mind? I can't really take them with me when I'm in the jail cell flippity flop there. Would you mind maybe just watching over them a bit? I mean, they actually kind of take a little bit of a liking to you there, and I thought maybe you could. I would give him the cards. He's kind of busy.
Mm-hmm.
Being
And
an almanac.
Rin's kind of in like head planning mode there. So I figured we're kind of just players in the role players, if you will, in this mix. Would you mind maybe just watching out, holding them when you have the cards and everything, and Fergus and all that jibby jabbers?
All right. While trying to hide a tabaxi in a cart.
Yep, right. Yeah, all of that.
I will also try to babysit 2 baby ferrets.
I think you got it covered there. Yeah,
Let's
right.
Start like a babysitter's club.
I can think of no one else better to watch my 2 little rascals here than Urgra.
Than the 12-year-old.
Yep, perfect. Yep. I would take them with me, but 2 ferrets in a jail cell. I mean, that's just the start of very bad jokes.
You're gonna make
Wow.
a great mother one day.
Yeah, while you guys are talking, Kurtz is going to telepathically contact Urgra. We have to do something about your hair.
You're out of the air.
Fuck!
Yep. You're out of the water. Yep.
Yeah. So I am going to take 2 ferrets, put them on the shoulder. I will give them I'm going to try and intimidate them into saying where the hell they
That's
are.
fucking rude.
Whoa, Urgra! As I see her start to sharpen her fangs, Urgra! Whoa, hold on.
No, what's happening?
All right, shit. Okay.
Give me your best roleplay gur face. Like, show me your intimidation look.
Show me your war face.
Yeah, give me your
All
war
right,
face.
So she grabs them both by the scruff, has them in front of her, and just goes, "You stay where I put you."
Knowing
Okay.
ferrets, they would just roll around like fucking idiots.
Okay, I'll give you advantage on that.
I love it.
Ooh, that's a 19.
26.
All right, so as you pull these ferrets in, and they're like not moving. They're just
Just boneless little fur.
Like just hangers on your shoulders
and
there.
then they both kind of look over at you, Finley, like, why would you
That!
give us to her?
That!
I just do one of these.
You see the girl ferrets like gives you the look of like, I thought you loved me.
In ferret face.
Yeah.
Breaks my heart.
The anime eyes, like
Sometimes babysitters have to put their foot down. I'll tell them as they're on their shoulder. Listen, you're here with Auntie Urgra, all right? What she says goes. And I shit a brick over here myself from the 26 intimidation she just dropped on my ferrets. All right, just do what she says, and I'll slowly back the fuck away from whatever's happening over here.
That's actually higher than I could ever roll for intimidation.
Amazing.
Oh no.
Because I have a -1 to my charisma.
Awesome.
You have never seen more motionless ferrets in your life. They're not moving at a muscle. They're just-
We all parent differently. So I dig it.
Spare the rod, spoil the ferret.
That's why you need a mommy and a daddy. You got Daddy Finley and Mama Urgra.
We know who wears the pants in this relationship.
And you know the dad's fun and the mama's strict.
Yes.
That's how it goes.
I guess so. Hot damn.
Okay.
So Kurtz did his perception check. Did anything happen with the lock?
Yeah, so your penetrating tentacle is kind of feeling around, and it finds the hole for the lock, and it actually seems like it's gonna fit.
That's what my girlfriend calls it too.
As long as you spit on it, you think it'll go in.
Yeah.
Wow. He's already wet.
He's pretty wet. I mean, yeah.
What is happening?
I mean, and if it is beak, and if you sucked in water, can he spit some of it out if he needs to lubricate it a bit?
You can ink on it if you want.
Gosh, one can only hope at this point. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I will bring Finley over to the cell at this point.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to meet them over there. Okay, right. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
If I do see Urgra, any luck? Did you find anything?
I have no luck with the keys, however. I think I have these ferrets under control, but I think Finley's ready to take on his role, but we need the cart, so she'll run back over and grab the cart, but we haven't done the trial run.
Yeah, the trial run, Urgra.
Okay.
Why is Kurtz on the lock?
I think he wanted to see if he could pick it with his whatever.
This plan is going smoothly from the gate. I love it. It's amazing.
If he opens this lock, we can't relock it. I mean, I could possibly do it, but it'd be all luck.
Well, I don't think we need to relock it. If it just stays closed, no one will know.
Make it look like it's locked. Look like a lock.
Yeah.
Make it look like a lock. Yeah, it'll be
You
fine.
spit now too?
As long as it remains closed, we'll be fine.
Okay. Urger's going to take a watch position in case anyone comes to see this ridiculousness.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a foolproof plan. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Terrible.
So as your penetrating tentacle finds the keyhole, you think you could definitely pull off a penetrating attack into the interior of the lock.
Let me do it, Captain.
All right. So
Dilly,
give me
dilly.
a 1d4 damage, and it's going to stack for each time you attack.
My computer's being a bitch, so I'm just going to roll a physical die if that's okay.
Okay, that's fine with me.
I say, let me just dump out my 900 dice.
Let me know how much damage you do to the internals of this lock with your penetrating tentacle attack.
1.
Did 1 damage?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you thrust in there. You can hear some clinging around, some metal shifting. You think if you keep attacking it, you think it'll eventually do enough internal damage where you'll just break the mechanism from the inside.
Yeah, keep at it.
All right, so if you want to do it again, it's going to stack, so you now have a 2d4 damage attack.
Neat. Ooh, 6.
Okay. All right, with that thrust, you feel something dislodged on the inside, and Rin, from the external, you can hear something click. It seems like a tumble or was maybe moved into position or broken into position. So this seems like it may work, Rin.
Was it very loud?
Yeah. Oh, not like echoing loud, but you're
Okay.
you're close enough to where you could hear it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure that suddenly I didn't just now raise the alarm of like ting,
Yeah.
ting.
Yeah, you hear a loud gong noise, and you turn around. There's Finley like holding a mallet. Like what?
It's all about the presentation.
Oh shit, was that not the plan?
That was section B underscore A.
Yeah, paragraph 2, right there. Paragraph 2, section C. Hit it with a hammer.
So you did more damage. If you want to keep penetrating.
I'll sort of look at everyone and be like,
No, you're doing great. No,
I mean,
yeah,
we can't even hear you, so go.
yeah. We'll just keep looking around, make sure
Until the
Do your
door is limp
speech,
and
Rob.
ajar, I won't.
okay,
Next attack will be 3d4.
6.
All right.
And while this is all going on, has anyone prepped the tiger to what the fuck we're doing right now? Or just...
There's just some.
I think we told him about sneaking him out through the cart. I think we did.
Okay, all right. Just make because technically I was
knows
down the
us.
hallway, so I didn't really know what we're
I mean,
doing.
he hasn't spoken up yet. I don't know.
Nope, he hasn't.
All
Is he
right. While this
looking
is
at
all
us?
going on, I'll be like, hey, ravage, savage, ravage.
He was laying on his side, looking towards
Dilly,
dilly.
Dilly.
Looking towards the back end of the cell, and he'll kind of roll over and he'll stare at you, and he'll have this angry look on his face. Did you just whistle at me like a dog?
Oh my god.
Don't take any offense. That's how I say hi to all of my friends. Watch this. Hello, and Rin,
I
hello.
throw a rock at its head.
See, everyone always does that.
It's the gong. No, again.
Dilly.
Dilly. I'm out of focus. Shit. All right.
And
So he'll kind of get up and he's gonna look at what you're doing. Like he's gonna see this weird creature just kind of,
Dilly.
you know, like what's going on, and he remembers that you said that you guys were gonna try to get him out. So he kind of puts 2 and 2 together, but there's this dumbfounded look that you've never seen on a giant cat person's face before, of just like, of all the plans, this is the one you went with. Okay. Go ahead and give another.
That's what I said. But yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead and give it another attack. It's gonna stack, so it'd be 44 now.
44. I'm running out of d4s here, Sean.
You reroll.
Okay, 3, 5, 9, 10.
All right, that is going to do it. So the inside of it, this time as you pierce in, it's going to completely destroy the lock from the inside, and you are able to pull out your penetrating tentacle without any damage to yourself. Ren, you can see the locking mechanism is disengaged on the cell, and it looks like it is openable.
Okay. All right. We have the lock now. Ravage, we need you to just remain there for a moment, but we're going to have our friend here unlock your chain at your feet.
is that me?
Oh!
No. Urga, can you try?
I can try. It may not
All right.
be as hard as the door was, I don't think.
Sure. Oh, actually, I'll also... Maybe this key that I got might do it. So I also will try my prestidigitation first on that to see if it does anything.
Okay. Yeah, give me the percentile roll.
Of course.
Kurtz, if you're wanting to return back into the bowl, the unseen servant will put you back underwater.
What do you...
So now you'll be able to communicate with your friends.
41. I don't think...
Yeah, nope. So this key seems to be maybe...
What?
Useless?
Finley, you actually recognize a symbol on the side of the key. It looks like it may be some dwarven brothel key.
Oh, God.
Not surprising. All right, so what does the symbol look like? A brothel key.
It's got like this kind of like...
You want the details?
Yeah.
It's shaped
got
like a
this-
penis.
This
See
kind of-
brothels all the time, man. You got to be a little more specific with the symbol of the key there. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
on the side of it, it's kind of like the sideways heart on it. So like you recognize it as like for brothels, like some girls will give out their room keys, and so like you can come and that will open it up. But all of them always have these hearts on them, the sideways.
And
hearts.
this key is where?
What's that? It's on part of the teeth part of the key.
Yeah.
So glad the intelligent Rin didn't think that maybe perhaps a prison key might not have a heart on it.
Oh, the key that didn't work. Okay, right,
Yeah,
right.
the one that. Yep.
Rin, are we going to do anything with that key? Are we trying to give that back, or?
It disappears.
Oh, shite. All right. Did I have enough time to look at that thing?
That was rude.
Yeah, you
Did
got
I
a good
have
look
enough
at
time
it.
to look at that
Yeah, you
thing?
got a good look at
I
it.
have no control over this. It reappears.
And
It disappears.
Oh.
It's 6
Prestidigitation
seconds. It lasts for 6 seconds.
I'll do presentation too,
Right.
right? Like this. I want to take 2 seconds to make sure.
Here's a picture, Finley. I drew a picture.
Oh well, I'll take it.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
In any case, I don't think we should actually undo his leg binding until we actually have the cart ready, and we still have to do the dry run of that.
Well, you have to do this now, Urker, because we might not be able to necessarily come back
But-
with you successfully.
Well, I better get the cart then. And so
Game
she will
change.
run off. And
Urker, just
What?
unlock it now. Ravage, just pretend to keep it on. Don't move. We'll come back with a cart later for you to be able to hide in. But we just want to get this done with now before someone comes.
All right, I'll try my thieves' tools really quick.
All right. Give me a quick perception check, Urgra. Since
Am
you
I
were
turning into a tiger yet? What's going on? Oh,
So you were keeping a watch out while they were messing around.
right.
I am going to go ahead and use my inspiration for
Oh,
that.
thank you.
The player one,
The player one, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, perception!
Oh, yes.
20! Better.
Right.
Okay, so you actually notice that there is a roaming guard that starts to walk this way, and he doesn't notice that you see him as you're kind of like you're talking over his shoulder, but you can see him coming, and it looks like he's coming this direction.
Okay,
What
we
would you
got
like to
fuzz. We got fuzz.
And he's just whistling.
I'm going up the cell. Yeah. As I quickly go out where I hear the...
Yeah, I motion them to move away from the cell.
Make fun of the cat.
What?
Make fun of him.
What?
Can we hear him say that? Is he in water?
Yeah, he's in the water
Yeah.
now. Yep.
Okay. All right. Make fun of the cat. What do you mean? Make fun of the? Oh, right. Yeah. Yes.
I make sure
Gosh,
the door is closed.
Okay.
Stupid.
And then actually, no, just to be extra safe, I'm going to tell my unseen servant to hold the door steady so it doesn't move, and I'm going to hold the door so it doesn't have any chance of lodging
love
free.
it.
I'm doing it. Thanks for the follow.
Dilly, thanks for the follow.
So as I hold the Kurtz bowl as the unseen servant now, it keeps the door shut.
Look, the bowl is just floating, and you're like, oh.
We're doing great, guys.
Plans off to a smashing success.
Okay, all right. So the unseen servant is holding the door because it's not able to lock anymore, so it could just free swing.
Exactly.
So,
No,
yeah, he's
no
holding
free
it.
swinging. It's it.
Okay, all right. So he's holding it. Ravage will kind of roll back over. Finley, where are you?
Kurt's. I'm just going with the plan. Kurt said make fun of the cat, so I'm like, this stupid. I'm acting like I'm drunk. You stupid cats in your hair, all over the place. I'm just gonna cat. Yeah, Dwarves are so much cooler.
Okay,
Cats
so
are
you're there.
dumb. You and your one arm. That's it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep making fun of the cat until the dwarf walks away.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
Advantage.
Is there a woman nearby?
It is not a female, so it's actually going to be at disadvantage, Finley, right?
What?
Yeah.
You don't like men? Oh, well.
Hey!
That's pretty good. All right. So you're like,
So
yeah,
I'm here.
stupid cat, and so the guard like he sees you like talking shit to the cat, and so he's like, that's gonna be good enough. He'll not.
Yeah. Disadvantage on persuading men.
Yep.
No, that's a thing.
That kind of confirms that I was wrong. I thought Finley was bisexual, but now we know.
It's just
No, I
his
should say-
charms.
It's just
his
awkward
charms
with men,
only
that's all.
work on.
And post
No,
we'll put the
no. I
rainbow
mean, now
over-
we know. Now we
you
know.
Yeah.
All right. The guard is clear. We're fine.
Yes. He
Okay.
keeps.
All
He
right.
keeps walking
I'll tell the
by.
unseen servant. Take Kurtz again. Kurtz, keep an eye out as well. May take a look out. I'll look out as well. We'll keep eyes out. Urga, try to unlock the thing if you can.
Okay, I'm gonna dash towards the cell, and I'm gonna try and free his binding with thieves' tools. That is a 22.
Ooh, all right. So
Nice.
you know exactly how to get this one. This one doesn't seem to be an advanced type of block like this cell one was, and you are very quickly able to free it. So you notice that when you unlock it, it can just free range open and close, like when it stays in the open position. So you could still put it back around him, and it wouldn't be locked. So it
Sure.
would give the
It needs
illusion
the
of
key
it
to
being
lock,
still-
probably.
What's that?
It probably needs the key to lock.
Exactly.
Properly.
Exactly.
All right, that's fine. All right, Ravage, keep that thing pretend closed around your leg. We'll be back.
Dilly dilly.
Are we escaping right now?
In a second, Urgra and Finley will go and get the cart. I will stay here to make sure that nothing goes awry.
What?
I will have an unseen servant keep the door shut so that nothing happens, and Kurtz and I will keep an eye out just in case.
So what? How do I know when I'm supposed to do something? Is there a code word?
When we come in with a cart and tell you to get in, do it.
No, we need a code word. Like,
We really.
why don't you say right meow?
Right? Meow.
Right
No,
meow.
I like that. No, I actually kind of like
No,
that.
no. I think time meow. Time meow.
Get in the cart, rat meow. No, I
Meow.
like rat meow. No, I like that. While he's talking, I'm gonna start repeating everything he's saying because I'm trying to get his voice down when I try to duplicate.
Okay.
Rat meow.
Right meow.
I'm
Right now.
getting the cart.
All right, Finley, go and see if she will be stopped at the gates.
Okay.
Right. So the part of this plan is I'm supposed to go with her, get the fuck out of Dodge, but then try to get myself back into Dodge to come back in here to be a cat. Right? That just make sure I'm following the plan to the T.
We're gonna go in and we're gonna go out. I'm probably gonna go. Do I know if the stables are outside of the gate or in the actual facility?
No, you have to leave the facility and come out to the main entrance, and on that exterior, like, there's a large ledge piece that's
kind
on
of
the
thing.
outside, like
Right.
the face of the mountain. On the outside, there's a large flat area, and on that flat area around the corner is the area they keep all the animals and stuff like that.
All the shit. Yeah, it's all the shit. It's like it's like a flat before you get into the
So
actual.
that's where you dropped off the pony. So you guys are using the pony cart.
Yes,
So did you guys go get the pony?
Not yet.
that's what I'm thinking about.
Out there.
As our excuse.
Yeah, the pony's out there, but Urger's been hanging around with this cart.
So you've just
wandering
been,
around
like,
since
carrying
the
the
I've been
cart yourself?
rickshawing. Yeah.
My
Okay.
cabbages! Yeah, like that.
Yes.
My alcohol kegs! All right, so well, that makes sense. I could go out, see Fergus, and come back in. I don't think that's really weird at all. But we can certainly see if they. All right, okay. I got the plan now. Let's boogie oogie.
Okay.
You just can't boogie no more.
Yeah,
All right.
so Finley and I are going to go get the cart, and we're going to try just doing a dry run walking out of this facility.
Okay.
And I'm going to send Orion to one end of the prison to kind of get a look out from the donut on that side. I'll set Kurtz on the other corner over there to take a look out from that side, so we have extra lookouts on both ways.
Okay.
And I'll be keeping an ear out, listening intently as I cast one more Unseen Servant as a ritual, just in case we need a second pair of invisible hands.
Okay. All right. So with all of this, Ocean's
Full
11,
proof.
this is Ocean's 11 going on here.
I am making
Um,
contingencies to
Dilly
some
dilly.
contingencies.
Urgra and Finley, give me a performance check with advantage to see how well this ruse and this practice run goes.
Performance.
Oh, Finley, come on, you've got that.
Hey,
Yeah,
wait,
Finley's fine. It's Urger I'm worried about.
Yeah,
you have
I want to do
advantage.
intimidation. Actually, I have a really good performance for some reason.
both of us.
Probably
with
because
advantage?
your charisma's through the roof for some fucking reason.
Is it both of us with advantage or just one of us, sir?
Oh my god.
I got a natural one. But it's,
Oh.
it's the one to get the natural one on. If they search our cart, they're not going to find shit.
No,
No,
but
I know,
I
but-
said you have advantage though.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have so many people
so we
helping
both have
you,
advantage.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're all assisting each other. So
13 and a 19.
Yep.
okay, so you guys are able to do without drawing any attention. At first, Urgra, you're kind of like, we are just walking along, not doing anything suspicious. And Finn's like, no, shut up, you know.
Our horse is lonely.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the cart. Don't worry about it. And he's like, no, shut up, you know. And so like you
But
get
don't we
down,
want them to check the cart now, Finley?
Yeah.
No, this is just a trial run to see if anyone even pays us a fuck stick of mind here. If we're just gonna walk in and walk out like there's no, nothing, fine, let's go. Here we go.
All right.
Okay, so after your dry run, nobody seemed to stop you or, or even pay any attention of you coming and going with the cart.
Okay. All right, let's go. We can go find Fergus and get him hitched up a while here to the cart, so you don't have to lug this thing around anymore, Urgra.
I have an idea actually for an excuse. So what if we say we're bringing the cart out and we were going to attach our horse to it, but the horse gave you like really sad, droopy eyes, and so you fell for it and you're making me drag it again, which is why we came back. And then once we come back again, we're going to try and I'm not quite sure what our story is.
Oh, we can leave the cart here with Fergus and say I forgot his horseshoes. That's easy enough.
But we need the cart for the cat.
Right. Well. Okay. He said he won't pull the cart. He won't pull the cart until he has his horseshoes. We're like,
Oh, it's such a hassle to do action with the cart. Let's just take him back to get the horseshoes on.
Really do anything to the farm.
Sure.
Thanks for follow.
Okay, sure. He won't pull the cart unless he has the horseshoes. Sure.
Yeah. Let's
And
go
that
for
can
it.
actually be validated by Bluntthorn, so that'll be great. Sure.
Right. Is this the worst part of the plan? Seriously? I think we've gone like top notch shit. At least an excuse for this part. Let's do this thing. So so walk up. We won't even get like halfway there. We'll just go with the plan.
We'll do a loop, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just loop it.
All right, so you guys
If
eventually return.
anyone questions us, we have our story.
Yep,
about why
you
we're-
guys eventually return back in front of the cells after doing your dry run, ready to execute Plan Escape.
Mhm.
Okay.
Beautiful. And in this
Before I
time,
do
I
it-
guess you probably have your servant. I'm sure we've probably been going about 10 minutes.
I hope so. Have you been
Mhm.
gone 10 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I have 2 unseen servants.
Okay.
All right, Urgra, report.
But you were with me the whole time.
I know, but it sounded cooler if I say it like that.
All right. No one checked our stuff.
It's like if fucking Ocean's 11 was done by fucking mentally disturbed toddlers.
Crayons and shit. Yeah, not even remotely good.
Okay. So it seemed all right. No problems.
There were no problems.
All right. Do you want to say the code word, Finley?
You were
Well,
with me the
let's
whole
let make sure
time.
the coast is clear.
Right. Is the coast clear? I saw that you had your scouts out looking around with your owl and
I think
eyes.
everything's fine.
Kurt
So,
Squidworth.
It seems to be going good.
Okay.
I'm hanging out. Yeah,
So
sorry.
Finley, you're gonna go in the cell.
I guess that's the plan. I'll start. I guess that's a plan. Do I sound like I'm trying to sound like Ravage?
Oh,
Right,
here's my credit card.
Yeah.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Am I close?
You're close. I'd say.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this. All right. Quick. Here we go.
You guys ready?
All right. We pull the switch.
Right, we're ready right now.
Right, meow?
There you
Okay,
go.
and so he'll get up and he'll jump into the car as you pull over the thing, and
All
you're
right.
going to try to pretend to be him, and so you're going to just put the thing back on you and go back to like how he was laying before?
I'm going to, as he walks by me, I'm going to go and cast Disguise Self on myself and turn. I'll get a little bit taller. I believe I can go a foot taller.
You can get a foot taller.
So you will look like a shorter version, but at the Finley, make sure you lie on your side or stay seated. No one can really tell your true height if you're on the ground. There's a very interesting illusion you can do it that way.
I'll do my
He
best.
was
Fred.
laying down with his back facing out, with his head facing towards the wall. So
I'll try to lie like. Do I sound anything
Yeah,
like this
thanks for
fucking tiger?
oh
Thanks
yeah,
for
you
following.
sound just like him. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, great. All right. No arm and shit. All right,
Yep.
cool. Walk in.
Excellent. All right, Finley, you stay there. I'm going to have one of the unseen servants inside the cage with you, pushing the door closed just in case anyone rattles it to see if it's unlocked or anything. So they'll try to keep it steady. I'll have one of them do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and say, Ravage, tuck down, nice and tight, as close as you can, as small as you possibly can.
We're all gonna fucking die.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
And I'm going to roll a stealth check for him as he's trying to...
And before you guys all leave, like, what's the plan? Like, how long do I wait till I get the fuck out of Dodge
Yeah,
here?
pretty good.
Wait as long as you can. We'll come back before the hour is up.
Because I could probably just get the fuck out of here by myself, but I'll stay here if you want.
We want Ravage to actually have a head start, if nothing else.
And we want to at least maybe perhaps have one god nearby eventually. We can wait and see. Hopefully, if I can come back before a god even approaches, I'll use minor illusion and put an actual direct exact copy of him in the cell.
Okay, Rin.
All right.
Got
so,
it. I'm gonna go lay down and try to make myself as big as I can and like do a little tuck and roll, like
maybe since like you can only get so much bigger, like make it just look like he's like hunched up, you know, and like
yes, like that.
Fetal
Basically.
position,
Yeah, as long as you most of the height's in the legs, anyways, Finley. So if the legs are somewhat not shown,
Do cats lay in a fetal position? No, they lay all fuck out. I don't know.
Well, I've never chopped the arm off of a cat before, so I don't really know how they would lay after that.
I don't know. I'm gonna try this. We're gonna see how it goes.
Okay.
all right. Okay, and now we'll just take I'll have Nautilus Kurtz with me,
No.
Okay.
walking with Urgra towards the exit.
Shit, he's heavy. All right, let's
Okay,
go.
so you guys are making your way through, just following exactly how you did before. Give me one more performance check.
Still advantage?
Can
Good
I
luck,
be
guys.
acting up in the bowl to draw attention away from her?
No, don't draw attention
Yes,
at all.
you can.
Just away from Urgra to me and Rin.
I'm
since
pretty
some
good
sort
at
of
that.
mystical
Ooh,
creature.
thanks for the
Billy,
follow.
thank you.
Alright,
God
Okay.
bless us, Urgra.
Here's my performance.
I'm giving you advantage, Urgra.
15.
15. Okay, so as you're making your way through, nobody seems to catch any attention. You're going through, and I think this is working. And you see the light, from the main door as you're coming out. And as you guys are passing right through, you're almost in the clear. You hear, "Wait, before you leave, wait!"
Yes.
And we will go on our first break.
Nice. Well played. Well played, sir.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. We are going to be right back. We got a short break video for you guys to watch to just catch up on some lore about their characters. When we come back, we're going to give out 300 HotA points for all you guys.
Nice.
So the HotA points you guys can use in the mini games, but you can also save them up to buy health potions and inspiration points for the players. So you don't want to miss that. We'll be back in a couple minutes. We'll see you in a
We
bit.
need those
Thanks for the follows. Hit that bell.
inspirations.
bit. The dice are telling me it's a 20. We're sticking with it. Okay, just go. I'm gonna go over here because I'm gonna film this shit. I'm just gonna go.
Yes, this is my daughter Melody.
Oh.
You shall find justice upon your soul. Turn it into a, let's go with a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
And I'll let it just go ahead and sit there and start dissolving the place up.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're on our phone. I'm gonna do this shit.
No, we're paying attention. Yeah, we're focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
I'll just sort of run my finger through the scar that goes across my head. Indeed. Grab it by the head and start slamming the skull into the stone wall next to me until the skull just shatters. Bend the fucking knee, peasants.
I'm gonna burn a lucky point.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Tell Caldivar, if you can, please, sir, that Kurtz Glaskin is going.
Come up to Ren and say, speaking of teamwork, do you have any offensive spells at all?
Right? He's got, really scruffy, nasty beard. He kind of kicks his foot. Like, ow! Down, and he just starts going off on this rift. Martha will turn to the crowd and he'll go, "Are you not entertained?" Hail, brave adventurer!
Hello there, everyone's favourite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan here. Being the soulful adventurer that I am, and known for telling a tale or two, Pull up a stool to grab a pint as I tell you a story about my favourite hero, me. In my years of travelling, I met people of all walks and cultures. Although the Horsemen coming didn't affect me directly, I saw the toll they left behind. The destruction and devastation these villainous beings left in their wake sparked something within me. How was I, Finley Shenanigan, to become the greatest, most legendary bard that Candoria had ever seen if no one was around to behold my glory? More importantly, where is Alundra? When will she be back? And what will she be wearing? Hopefully something revealing. Anywho, setting on my journey, I shared my glamour with those who had never witnessed such pure, unadulterated excellence before. My legacy was to replace their despair and unite the people for the war yet to come. In the end of the day, everyone can be a hero. Everyone has a little adventure inside of them. And if you don't, would you like one?
Salutations. I am Rin Enoran, historian of Candoria, renowned problem solver, an elf of esteemed conscience. When I became of age, I set out as a Rena and departed from my home of Othalos to the city of Egoras to study the arcane arts. With some difficulties, I was able to teach myself while working as a scribe in the library of Alashar. There, I produced a masterpiece of Candoria's history and its secrets. My manifesto, the true record of our world. However, even my aspirations dwindled when Alundra's guidance vanished, followed by the devastation from the Horsemen's wake. Despite all the wounds we have suffered, I shall never let our existence be forgotten, for I believe our best hope lies with our knowledge and story made eternal.
My name is Kurt Glaskin, and I have lost everything that I've loved in this world. My daughters, my wife, my friends, all of them dead to the Horsemen. And now I have a chance to redeem myself, to protect my friends, to lead humanity into a new age of light and hope. Alundra abandoned us, the goddesses abandoned us, and left us with these monsters. And I want to take everything from them that they've taken from us. I live in a world of blood and hatred and violence, and so I will become that violence. I will be that hatred, and I will be exactly what we need. A sword against the darkness.
My name is Urgra Dropper, and I am a dependable ambassador. I was the only half-breed in my mother's tribe of orcs where the threat of being eaten constantly hung over my head. And yet, those were some of the happiest times of my life compared to my time with the Revenant. I was 12 when I first picked up a bow and started hunting, and I quickly found that people make the most interesting prey and often deserve an arrow in the head far more than most monsters. Magic and even the Three Sisters were always something weird and sinister to me. That is, until by chance I crossed paths with the High Priestess Alundra, who showed me that magic, like everything else, can be used for good or for evil. And that's what I'll keep on repeating to myself every time one of those stuck-up magical morons say something that makes me want to cut out their tongues.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Now.
All right, we are back. Thank you everyone for staying with us. All right, we got some HotA points to give away, so I'm going to do that real quick. Go ahead and do some shout-outs.
All right, in the meantime, Finley's penis.
Yeah, had a very brief moment on stream there. Okay. All right, so real quick, so I just want to say, one, obviously, thanks to everyone who's watching. Thanks for all the follows. Make sure you click the bell up top so you get notified when we go live, because we do have some other shows, which Age is going to talk about in just a second. But speaking of some other shows, our kind of like sister channel, if you will. Some Open for Adventure ladies are in here watching the stream today. I actually did a little guest appearance on their stream yesterday. So definitely check them out. It's an awesome show, some really great characters. You can follow DM Camille as she takes the adventurers. We have Mindy, who plays Leona. We have Caitlin, who plays Kestra. We have Kate, who plays Deirdre. And it's a really good show. They do a really good job, and it was a really fun play with them yesterday. So I got to do a little guest appearance. So be sure to check them out. They go on 7:30 Eastern. So what the heck is that? Whatever that is. Yeah, do
It's like
the
4:30 West.
But open for adventure, and check it out. They're awesome.
Okay, I gotta
Take it away.
adjust, Connor's green screen real quick, but the points are added. So if you guys do exclamation point points in the chat, it'll tell you how many points you got, and if you guys save up enough points, you can redeem them by buying stuff for the players. Just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna adjust his screen.
We need that shit.
And yeah, of course, as the screen is going up, we have another game that is run on Sundays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time called Ages Past, where I DM and I have 4 amazing players, one of which I share here, which is Connor, on the end. And so we have a lot of fun there, and you can also spend your loyalty points, and you can accumulate them there as well, and influence the game by buying those players' inspiration points, because there are a few times when you really, really want to avoid those nat ones, and God help Connor, so many bad rolls.
So many ones.
Yeah, it was. I thought I was gonna die because.
Yeah, you were close to death.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're good.
You got the kiss of life.
Yep. All right, we're good.
I
All right.
did.
So
From a Stunley
you guys all
Dragonborn.
got points. All right. So you turn and you see Blunt Thorn is kind of running up to you guys, and she has the soot all over her face, and she's kind of flagging you down. Are you guys leaving? Wait.
Oh no, just temporarily. We're coming right back.
Are you guys heading over to the hill dwarfs?
Well, no, we're dropping off our cart with our horse. Is there something you needed?
Yeah, I was just curious. If you guys were gonna be trying to get the adamantine, right?
Oh yes, we are attempting that. Yes.
Okay.
You said you weren't gonna have that ready till tomorrow morning, though.
Oh, do you have it done now?
So, what I wanted to know is, I want to make a custom weapon for you guys, but I need to know what kind of weapon that you wanted, so that way when you come back with adamantine, I can try to have the one set up for you guys.
Oh well, that's very nice. I think Kurtz mentioned something long ago telepathically. Kurtz, what the hell do you want?
Yeah. Longsword.
Longsword. I think Kurtz mentioned something about a longsword.
Where is he?
Oh, he's currently back with Finley in the room, I think.
So a longsword. Any particular things that you want for it?
Let me see. What did he want for it?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm not there to talk about this sword right now. There'll be a huge penis on it, and all kinds of fun stuff, but no, not a cage.
Lightning.
Lightning, I think he mentioned, was a fun motif to go with.
Like a lightning bolt shaped blade?
No.
Oh,
Just
no.
sort of more ornamental, I think. Just sort of the theme as far as that sort of thing.
Perhaps if you can get some of the other metal to be as a wiring that you can mesh into the handle to make it look like lightning has struck from the pommel down to the blade.
Ooh, I like it. I like putting any kind of elemental flair into the weapon. I think that's a great idea. Okay, I'll start on the longsword design concept, so when you guys get back, I can start it sooner.
Splendid. I'm sure Kurtz will look forward to it.
Okay. Yeah, but make sure that when you get there, that you position yourself as wanting to help with the Duergar. That'll get you in.
Ah, good to know.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't necessarily mention that you're coming on behalf of the mountain dwarves. Otherwise, they might be hesitant.
And by the way, if we were to try to, is this something you'd like to keep rather secret in the mountain among the mountain dwarves as well, or is this allowed to be sort of shared?
The tension is very high between our two factions. Myself, personally, I don't care about the politics of it all. I just want the precious metals. So I wanted to go over because of that.
All right.
Understandable.
But I'll get the prototype up so that when you guys get back, we can maybe get one weapon done for you faster.
Well, splendid. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll head back down there. I got lots of work that I still got to finish. I thought you guys were leaving.
Oh, no. Best of luck, though.
Okay. And she will start dashing back down there to continue on the massive order that she had to do.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right. So that was the only thing that seemed to stop you guys. So you were able to make it
Oh, thank God.
outside. What were you guys wanting to do?
when we're way out of sight from anyone or anything.
Okay.
Are we way out of sight from
Yeah,
anyone or
so if
anything?
you cross over that bridge you guys came across to come in and go beyond that point, there would probably be far enough out of the way where you could release him.
All right. Ogre,
All right, get out, meow.
You see little kitty eyes poking out underneath the tarp. Are you sure the coast is clear?
It seems perfectly clear.
And he'll kind of... All right. So I guess we part ways. Thank you so much. And you'll see him stick out the one arm to kind of shake your hand.
Right. Yep, don't worry. We're going to actually probably head towards the Tabaxi before the week is out, so...
Is there anything I can do to repay you guys? I'd appreciate you guys helping me to escape. I thought I was done for.
Tell him to let his superiors know that we saved him.
Yes, perhaps let the high orders know that we saved you, but I mean, we do want to try and keep good relations with the dwarves, so let them know, but tell them not to spread it around the entire shroud.
I would actually ask that you say that we have messages from the goddesses, and from their divine insight, we have been guided to do this for you.
Okay.
I'm on a mission from God.
And there's more that we need to tell the shroud, but in the meantime, we will try to make our way there as soon as possible.
Have you guys met Ty?
Have I met Ty?
No.
Don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
No.
So he's who you should seek out if you go back to the shroud area. He is the personal guard for Fire's wives. He's very, very close with Fire and has a lot of sway and influence on things that happen in there. On my way back, I'll let him know what you guys did, and that will get you an in with him, and he could get you into maybe speaking with Fire or something.
Well, that'd be very nice. Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
So he should be in the lion area.
All right.
All right. Lion District. Ty.
So there is a section within the lion compound that Ty is in because he's the personal guard for all the wives. His house is there with all the other main lioness, his wives. So his house is right in there with all the other ones.
All right.
All right.
Dilly.
We shall look for, what kid is what kind of feline is he?
He's a lion.
A lion. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Well, off you go.
Okay. And he will start to run off into the bushes and will disappear.
Oh, that was much easier than I expected.
Yeah, no shit.
It was like an hour.
But we need to make sure we go back. I think we have at least... how much time have we spent doing this to then get back to Finley?
You went a little ways out of the way, so by the time you come back up, maybe in 20-25 minutes.
Oh, not that long at all.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so let's go over there. I know we have to wait for the morning before we can leave, since we have to wait for the parchment to
Missive.
Yes. So, in the meantime, I can... Let's see...
I mean, you have to, even for 4 hours, you have to sleep. But if you...
I do, but I can leave that to the very last moment.
All right. Well, let's start walking.
All right.
Okay, so you guys will come back across the bridge and make your way through the grand entrance and go back into where you're coming from. Are you guys heading back towards the prison cell where Finley is pretending to be ravaged?
We'll drop the card off, I think, at our room first.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Meow, 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 meow.
And then we'll eventually go to the cell, make sure... Did anything happen to Finley while we were gone?
He seems to be asleep, but you're not quite sure.
Meow,
Finley.
meow, 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 meow.
Finley.
Ah, what?
We're all good. Can you drop your illusion?
I'll turn it
Making
over.
sure there's no one around. There's no guards, right?
Do I recognize these people? Do they look like Rin and Urgra and Kurt Squidskin?
They look like it, but you know what? You can never be too sure.
No, you can't. I will approach the cage front. How do I know it's really you?
Come out of the fucking cage!
Yeah, okay, no, that's Kurt's in there. Okay. I will drop form and get the fuck out of dodge of this cell here.
Okay.
I'll let the unseen servant stop bracing.
Okay, I was gonna say you run into the cell door and it doesn't open.
I'll tell the ensign to stop the brace, and then afterwards, once Finley's through, I suggest all of you get yourself ready to rest. I will remain here, and I shall meditate within the nearby vicinity.
Thanks for the follow.
I will have Orion keep an eye out. If a guard approaches, I will make sure to put an illusion inside the cell.
Okay.
All right.
So, Rin, you're going to stay nearby while they go rest to pop the illusion if needed?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So I will pretend to walk over to this location, like over here, sit against the wall, and make a meditation-looking stance.
Okay.
And I will occasionally just make it look like I'm doing that. And if anyone asks me, I will probably just default tell them I'm waiting to speak with the mistress of the forge.
Okay. Okay. So, Urgra and Finley, you're going to go back to the room to start your long rest?
Yes.
So what are you guys going to do about the 4 hours that Rin has to trance?
He could take a point of exhaustion from not resting, but I mean...
When it comes to the end of the 4... So what I'm going to do, instead of sleeping early and then waking up late early in the morning, I'm going to hold myself awake until the last 4 hours of a long rest sleep, and then I will leave the area and let the illusion just last for a minute, and then...
And then the dwarves will find what they will.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I'm sitting there and waiting, can I mentally calculate and see if there is a patrol pattern and time index of how often they come by?
Ooh. Yeah, there you go. All right, so you two are going off to long rest?
I will say before I go to bed, actually the cart's not even... Is the cart with us? Is the cart in the room with us? Or is it outside?
Yeah, you dropped it off in the bedroom.
I'm going to go through that cart with a fine-tooth comb for any sort of tabaxi hair or anything that could implicate us.
Oh, okay.
Can I do like a survival check to like survival clean?
No, I'll just give it to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. Okay, yeah.
Right.
You get rid of any...
And as we go back
traces.
there, I'll be like, oh, okay, so Urgra, how are Jawbreaker and Skittles? As I'm already starting to grab for them to like take them off, and
you are way too short.
Console them.
No, we're about the same height. Aren't you 12?
I'm like 5'7".
How are you 5'7" at age 12?
What?
It's
He's
science.
5'4".
Holy shit, woman. Okay, all right, fine. Can I just have them? That you did. Thank you so much for watching them, Auntie Erica. Can I just have them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're still breathing.
And they're just like, like this.
You see, they're just like in total shock of just like being attached to this terrifying beast for so long.
All right. I will take them back. Oh, thank you so much, Urgra. Thank you. And I will like whisper to Jawbreaker and Skittles. Be like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know she was going to be like that. I'm going to whisper it so she can't hear me.
Right.
Mm.
I don't need that intimidation in my life, but I will just be like, it's okay. I won't let them hurt you.
And
I'm just going to console them back to like unfrozen shock terror. See if they'll
if
like
they
come
could
out
do
of
it,
trance.
they would be giving you this kind of look. You know, like
I
you're on
understand.
probation
I understand.
kind of a thing. Yeah,
I deserve
they'll
that.
They'll go into their little turban hat and kind of curl up into a ball again.
I deserve that.
She want probation.
And to try to make up for it, since we're going to be taking a rest here, I'll try to really, presentation up their turban bed,
Okay.
and try to fluff it up a little bit. Maybe sing them like a little lullaby. Be like, "Oh, my little ferrets, you are so cute," and just like really kind of lullaby them off the sleep here, and see if I can't try to get back in their good graces there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it doesn't take long. They're gonna totally, they're
They've had a
gonna get
long
back in the
day,
groove.
just
Yep.
a long day of getting yelled at and
Intimidated.
shock
by
therapy. Yeah,
evil
right.
orcs. Okay.
Hush,
Tough
little
luck, man.
ferret, don't say a word. Philly gonna sing you a little soggy.
All right, Urga, is there anything you want to do before you begin your long rest?
Aside from cleaning the cart, no.
Okay. All right, so you two hit the hay. Dilly. Kurtz, so you are in the fishbowl. You're still with Rin, I guess, with Unseen Servant. What were you wanting to do with Kurtz?
Mentally, Kurtz can tell me what he wants.
I really don't have anything to do because I'm a fucking Nautilus.
And you don't need to rest when you're in this form, and when you come out of it, you get the effects of a long rest. So you could, you're.
I mean, I'll keep watch, I guess.
All right, Kurtz, keep an eye out in that direction and help, because I'll have my eyes partially closed to kind of, make the
You
illusion.
guys can have a chat. One wizard to a squid. You guys chat about stuff.
One invertebrate to another.
Wow. Even Kurtz hasn't stooped that low.
Amazing.
Yes.
Just saying, just throwing it out there. See if there's any fish in the sea, any nets.
Shots fired.
Uh-huh.
That was pretty good.
So yes, I'll have Kurtz help me keep an eye out, and hopefully he'll be able to at least watch with ease when I pretend to meditate. If someone walks by, I'll be doing that pretend meditation, like maybe trying to keep an eye closed so they don't suspect me doing anything. But
Okay, so your 4-hour trance, you're saying you're wanting to break up, or you're wanting to...
Oh, no, I'm just like, I'm going to sit there and pretend as if I'm meditating the entire time.
Okay.
So I'll just be like, just casually sitting there looking like I'm focused on something, like an elf in that meditation pose.
Actually, you know what I will grant is, while you're doing your trance, you can be woken up from it. So, like, if Kurtz is alert the whole time, keeping watch, he could wake you up.
True.
With the rotation of the guards, and then you can go back to sleep.
Okay.
Just an elf in his fishbowl, just sleeping in the hallway.
Yeah, and I mean, actually, when I do trance, I am aware of the world around me, so I'm not.
Right. So you could easily be stirred by him. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I'll grant that. So anytime anybody would come to, come check on it or whatever, because eventually they would, he could alert you, and you could, put up the thing. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you guys could actually get through the entire night with nobody noticing that he's gone, because of that. So that actually worked out that he was a Nautilus. That was good.
Sweet.
Okay.
As planned. As planned.
Love it when a
Everyone
plan
gets
comes
their
together.
spell slots back. Everyone gets their hit points back.
Get our hit dice too.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Wow.
let's see. Hold on. The effects of the Nautilus last 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You guys need 8 hours rest. Dilly. Rin,
Yeah,
you
for 2
only
hours,
need
you'll
4
not be up.
hours. So if you did your trance at the beginning while he was still in the Nautilus form, and then he'd have like an hour and a half left of the form while you were awake too. Okay, so all of you would be rested. Kurtz, the Nautilus form would have worn off, so you're going to be back into your normal human fighter body.
Freedom!
Does he shatter the bowl, or what happens to that?
Yes, that's what happens. So as you start to manifest back into your body, and you take full form again, it's going to break the bowl open. So you're going to regain consciousness as yourself, just kind of sitting in this pool of water and broken glass under your ass.
Oh,
That seems, normal.
Just another day in the life of Kurtz.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
one day. Right.
and are you all right, Kurtz?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I learned much as a squid.
Well,
Thanks.
I'll enjoy you enlightening me one of those days.
I've seen things.
You guys have 2 hours before we can wake up. I
Yeah.
mean, by all means, please.
Well, I would love to discuss more, but we have to keep an eye out, an ear out, just in case.
Fair enough.
I can do that.
Good.
Okay, so you guys just sit there in awkward silence.
It's not awkward.
Wizard and
I mean, is there a reason for it to be awkward?
well, I don't know. I mean, would it not be awkward?
Just two dudes.
I don't know. Is someone
Outside a jail cell.
Yeah, just hanging.
I'm his bodyguard. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm a hired mercenary to keep an eye on him.
Okay, that works. All right, so the time passes, and let's see, Urgra and Finley, you can naturally awaken from the beds. Rin and Kurtz are not there, but the cart is still there. Nobody seems to have come in during the night and messed with any of your stuff. What would you like to do?
Why aren't they back?
I don't know. I hope everything's okay. Should we gather our stuff and go find them, or go find them, gather our stuff?
Because we want Ravage to be discovered missing before we leave, not as we leave.
Right.
So,
Then we'll be stuck here or something. It'll be a lockdown or so. That is part of the plan we did not necessarily think of. To think
you
of
said you
the
want
after
him
of
to be discovered before you guys leave.
Yes.
Well, I mean, even just an hour or so. but they'll search our stuff and not find anything. But
I was just going to hold it once we go inside.
No. We should gather our shit and go then. I'll start gathering ferrets up and whatever else we got to gather up.
All right. And actually, I will grab the cart and stuff, and I will say as we approach Rin. Okay, so what happens? So you can hold this thing for a minute, right?
What we'll do is we'll wait. The guards have come at every what?
Probably about every half hour, 45 minutes or so.
All right.
Yeah.
Every 30 minutes or so.
Yeah,
so
every 30 minutes, yeah.
Once you get the necessary paperwork from our forge mistress in there, I will wait for you to then say we're ready to go. And as we leave, I'll make sure that we're near the cycle for the last guard. Once he's come by and checked and we're okay, we'll head out.
What if you dropped it now? We all four, or you put it up now. We all four go to see the master, and that way we have a airtight alibi for when they discover him missing.
Grimtail?
If you'd like. How many minutes until the next patrol?
It could have just happened, so that way you guys have, the half hour if you want.
All right.
Well, we have to stay in the forge for a half hour at that point.
But we can make it whatever you guys want. It's not a
We
big
can
deal
go.
for
We'll
me.
go see
Whatever works for you guys.
We'll go see Bluntthorn, right?
Yeah,
See
we want it to be discovered while we are talking to Bluntthorn.
Right. So so we'll time it and wait until the point where I know the guards are coming in the next
5 minutes.
3 somewhere around there, and make sure that the blacksmith is open, and we'll give a nickety knock.
Okay, so you guys want to be down there talking to her, so you have an alibi when they discover.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Kurtz, what do you want to do to this? Are you going to stick with them or?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Kurtz! Oh, hey!
Do you want to go murder someone?
Yeah.
No,
right.
I've got to change my request for the weapon because I was on the spot. I was like, longsword, but no, I want to fucking use Zweihander.
Okay, I was gonna steal that thing because you weren't gonna use it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, I didn't know what I was saying.
Okay, yeah, so you can. Dilly. So when you guys go down there, she had stayed up throughout the whole night and finished the order, and you could just see she's completely exhausted. She's sitting. Where are we at here?
In the forge.
Yeah.
Indy.
We're gaming.
All right. So she wasn't too
Madam Lady
Bluntthorn,
Bluntthorn, right? That's her name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bluntthorn. So she is sitting up against the wall right over here, just super exhausted, and you see this massive pile of weapons and armor that she had stayed up throughout the night. But the pile looks like it's complete, and she is just completely pooped, and you can just see there's just extra soot all over her. The barrel that she was using to quench everything is just, it's like it had just been steamed down to nothing, and she's just completely exhausted, and she looks up as you two walk over. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Looks like a rough night.
Good morning.
Oh, you're here. Welcome back.
Morning. You look like you put in a solid bit of effort here. How about, and I'll pull out the water skin that has shenanigan bombs in it.
Oh, okay.
Do not.
Like, as any dwarven breakfast, I imagine. That's top-notch stuff there. Take a swig of that.
And
This woman works around fire.
She can drink it. She's not going to blow up. I don't think.
I mean, I don't know if it's like, it could be toxic alcohol.
Actually, and as I go to throw, I'm like, wait, hold on. No, that's a good point. We do have a whole fucking boat shitload of fucking alcohol in this keg of...
Give her a keg, yeah.
Yeah. For your troubles here, how many of these... I know we have one of... I think we have one of each.
Mm-hmm.
Like fear, pain, all this stuff. And then...
We're like love.
Sure. Fantastic. I'll pull out the love keg.
The love
give
keg?
that to...
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right,
Yeah.
You're going to roll it over, and she will be super grateful for it, and refreshing drink after a long night of slaving over everything, and she'll be super excited. So she'll be, drinking. She'll be wanting to offer you guys some from the keg. Super, super grateful. You could just see, though, the bags in her eyes. She's just super exhausted. And so she will turn over to Kurtz, and she'll say, I've been trying to think of how to, come up with an idea for this lightning longsword. Dilly. I'm kind of coming up short on any ideas. Do you have any inspiration points that you have for us?
Well, I actually have rethought the request, and I'll pull my Zweihander off my back and like, have you ever seen a weapon such as this?
And she will. You're offering it to her?
Yeah.
All right. She
Is
will.
there any way I can presentation to make it glow just a little bit? Just like, when he pulls it out. A weapon such as this!
Spirit fingers, yeah.
Like a little bit. I think you can make sparks, right? Just be like, shing!
You can make little fireworks, yeah.
Yeah, just little ones. Just
Okay, she'll pick it up and, wow, this is an impressive sword. Where'd you get this?
It was custom made for me a long time ago.
Okay, and so you're wanting a sword made just like this one, but out of a better metal? Is that what you're wanting?
Essentially, this sword has served me very well for a long time, but a weapon's a weapon. It's a tool, and if I can have a better tool, then so be it. And a weapon from you, Master Smith, would be a mighty weapon indeed.
So are you wanting a replica or just something like it?
Well, the heft, you see, no normal person can wield it. Something with roughly the same weight and the same sort of girth and everything like that, and thickness and durability. But if you want to add your own flair and style to it, I won't oppose.
And as you say girth, you can see Finley kind of chuckling in the background.
Of course. Always.
And she will, pull out her little notepad, and she's going to start taking a bunch of notes and taking some measurements of the sword, which will take her maybe 15 minutes or so. But after that time period, she has a pretty good idea of what the specifications of this Zweihander is, and she gives you the thumbs up. She thinks she could definitely replicate this. It is going to take a decent amount of adamantine, but if you guys can get the kind of haul that she's hoping, that's just the tip of the iceberg. So,
of course, and any cost you can send to the temple in Candoria.
Oh, absolutely not. No, like this is me thanking you guys for helping replenish my my supply of the adamantine.
We will do what we can, of course.
During this time, have we heard an alarm or anything?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes. Okay, so as she hands you back the sword, you're going to hear a bunch of commotion happening from around the corner, and a bunch of guards are coming from that central room and kind of swarming around the prison area.
I wonder what that could be. What is everyone in a tiffy-fiff about? Oh, let's go take a look-see, shall we? And I'll, hippity-skip over to the door. What do I see?
Dilly.
Dilly.
You see a dilly.
A dilly.
Oh, God.
And a dilly. Twins.
Those things are deadly.
Running down the hall.
A deadly dilly?
A deadly dilly.
A dibbly-doobly.
Why is it not working? Roll 20 is so unreliable.
It's China. They're hacking us.
It's happening. In real time.
We gotta play D&D to save the world, guys.
Perfect.
Come on, there we go. So with all of the guards, you're gonna see Governor Slickstone. You guys saw him briefly before. Roll 20, come on. There we go.
Got this.
Alright, so you're gonna see the Governor Slickstone is gonna be with them. He's the one who was down there, who's talking to her and left the order and took off. He looks very much like a halfling, but definitely a dwarven body. But just the features, the physical features on this man, seems to be more halfling than dwarf.
So he's good looking.
He's the height of a dwarf, but he's not stocky like all of them. He's definitely just as hairy as they are. But he's very, very slender and kind of sticks out like a sore thumb amongst all the other really stout.
He's thick, though.
Yeah. Well, he's not. He's not thick. Yeah, he's definitely a lot scrawnier than the rest of them.
Okay.
So Finley, you go rushing down there, and you can see Slickstone is in the cell, and he has a couple guards that are with him.
Oh, okay. I don't necessarily know if I was walking all the way down the hall, but we could like sort of see
Sure.
from the door of the forge down, just to kind of get a look see of what's going on.
Sure.
Right,
Sure.
you
Your
can't-
token was down there, so I thought you ran down.
I just haven't moved it. I'm sorry. I've
Okay.
just
Okay. Yeah.
been in the
Okay.
chat
So
and
yeah,
stuff.
you come around the corner and you can see the 3 guards that are outside the cell, and then the Governor Slickstone is inside of it, and he's starting to yell orders too towards the guards.
Okay. I'll just keep an eye out for right now. I mean, if my compatriots are talking to Bluntthorn, I'm good. You guys continue to do what you're doing.
Okay.
Watch it.
So
Dilly.
This guard here is going to rush over to the other cells, and he is going to pull out another set of keys, and it looks like they are double locking these other 3 cells. There's like a way to like reinforce the lock. So he goes and he does all 3 of these ones at the top, and they start running off to the left and grabbing all the other guards that they see, and they start running towards the front doors.
Okay. Any sort of suspicions headed our way? Because if not, I'm just gonna tiddlywink back into the door, like, oh, okay, oh my god. You know, like how like sometimes you hear sirens outside, you just kind of look outside, be like, oh, okay, and then you go back inside.
Right.
All I'm doing, just
Yeah,
heard some
none of
sirens.
them
back in.
seem to come towards you or say anything towards you. They're just following orders, and all the guards started rushing towards. I'm going to the towards the front, and
All right, I'll come back in and just give my team a wink. Be like,
okay.
Mm-hmm. So, Master Bluntthorn, do you have the missive to the Hill Dwarves prepared?
The what? I didn't hear you.
The missive, the letter, the treaty, the
Oh,
request for
Waiting
adamantine.
for it.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. She will go into one of her little toolboxes, and she'll pull out this rolled up parchment that's in this leather binding, and she will hand it to you and say, "This should be all the communication that you will need. You should want to seek out Hilera Brightcoat."
Hilera
Brightcoat.
I assume she's a Hill Dwarf.
She is, and
Alright.
the reason why I'm recommending her to you is she's not like the other Bane that are up there. She actually chose to go down a path of arcane over martial combat.
Oh,
Same.
interesting.
Hence this Y-hander I need, yeah.
Yeah.
hence this huge tree trunk of a sword I need.
But we shall certainly seek her out as a means to try and negotiate your adamantine supply.
And Rin, I believe with your wizardry skills, that would be something that you could use to get in with her. She is very, very impressed with magic, and that's why she is chosen to study it. I don't know how much she knows, but I do know she values the benefits of magic and what it can give to combatants, and also how it can help Monday, everyday life stuff be much easier. But she's one of the only Bane that I know of that actually practices in arcane arts.
Dilly.
That's a very rare breed indeed. By the way, did you also happen to finish the golden horseshoes for Finley?
Yes, they were already sent up there, and they should be fastened on your pony already.
Oh, you're
Oh, that's wonderful. Now I'm chiming in. Oh, that's wonderful news. Oh, thank you so much.
Now that I'm not a squid,
Sorry.
like,
The
Finley,
phrases
you know,
you never thought you'd say.
you know that gold is the softest metal.
Yes.
I assume the master was able to make some sort of alloy
It
to
is
make
an
it
alloy, yes.
actually usable.
Yes.
Or
I
plating.
think it's just more for show, right? I mean, it's just more
Mhm.
like gold in on the inlay, outlay, outlay.
And, is gold softer than lead?
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah. I mean, you can.
I mean, lead's like in a pencil, so I can't imagine gold's softer than.
That's
I mean,
that's-
I've taken
that's
lead sheet and I
graphite.
can go lit.
Yeah, I don't know which would be. I know with gold, you could even indent it with your teeth, right?
Yeah.
Oh
lead,
yeah.
you can
Yeah.
do that too.
Yeah.
Lead, you can mold it like
Oh,
paper
right.
and then.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Anyway,
I'm sure Miss Glenthorne here, master of the forge, the dwarven arts of crafting and horseshoe making. I'm sure they look exquisite. I'm sure they're top notch. I'm sure the gold is just key to the tea here. Thank you so much for that. And I know we talked about a little bit of side things in terms of tankards and things. We'll talk about it some other time. But I guess we're gonna go and try to get this trade collaboration going again, right?
Yes, we'll make our way to the hill dwarf town.
Okay, I wish you the best of luck. I must retire. I am dead on my feet. I must go sleep.
No, please, by all means, enjoy the brew there. If you ever want to know where it came from, there's plenty more of it. I could always get some more for you, but we appreciate the exchange. This is a good thing. I feel good about this arrangement we have going here.
Maybe share this brew with your friends and tell them if they want more to start trade with
Burger Flurgan.
I almost said Brandylac, and I was like, wait, don't do
that. That's a throwback, huh?
Don't go there. It's a bad place.
To which one, Flurgan or the Brandylac?
We shall let you get your
Brandler.
And
Right.
she will,
we'll let you retire then.
Yep.
I'm sure we've taken up enough of your time.
Okay, yep, and she will go back to straightening up the last couple of things in the forge, and then she will, go heading towards her chambers, which are back that way even then further, so you don't see where she goes. So Slickstone, you can see Finley is kind of bent over and dilly, looking at the ball and chain that was left in the cell, and he's kind of examining the locking mechanism on the jail doors.
All right. As we're walking out, in the briefest of moments between leaving Bloodthorn and getting out the door, like that little exchange, I know I already winked to my team here, but I'll just do a quick little whisper, like, as of right now, I don't think they have a fucking clue what's going on. I think we just make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's go over this.
As soon as he's, I'm just gonna
this way.
clasp a hand over his mouth and just pick him up and carry him.
Alright.
That's not the worst idea.
Ergro will start walking away from the broken out cell
Okay.
with the cart.
All right. So they all seem to be pretty preoccupied with going on. Nobody, since you guys have been here, you've been very helpful, and nobody has seen you do anything suspicious. So I don't think any of them would suspect you of anything. So I think you could actually get through this pretty good without needing to even do any checks. Is there anything you guys are wanting to do in this area?
GTFO.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think we just want to head back to the main entrance, get to the next town.
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way out. You get to your pony. You get her.
Burgess.
Him.
Get her all hitched up.
Fergus.
Are you still wanting to bring her in the cart and everything with you?
Him.
Him.
Fergus. He's
We're
got
gonna hitch up
got a
Fergus.
nice head under there, DM. All right, you got to check under the hood, man. He's got a nice... Shit.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't care what gender your pony is. It's still a fucking pony.
Hey,
It's 2019, Sean. You gotta.
Hey, man, we're deep in D&D here, man.
He's a cisgendered, heterosexual,
He is- he's a
Palomino
proud
pony.
Sheltie, man.
Yeah, you
How do
gotta
the
get
gold- how do the gold
pronouns
hooves
right
look?
for the pony? Yeah.
How do the gold hooves look? Is he strutting it or what? How's he feeling? He got the full thing. He got pampered.
Yep, pampered.
Got the high
The
grade.
manicure, pedicure.
Got man. Yeah.
Yep.
How's he feeling as we walk up and start strapping him up to this wagon to get the fuck out of here?
Almost
What are we doing?
treated too well, and you go to like bring the cart back up to the pony, and it's looking at it like, wait, you want me to do what? I'm gonna get dirty.
It just goes on its tippy hooves and then starts moonwalking away.
Is like the mane kind of braided a little bit? The mane braided or the back tail braided? I know we talked about braid things.
Yep.
Okay.
It's all
Very
like,
specific.
yep. If you could picture what your daughter would do to like a Barbie pony.
Right. Yeah.
It was
My Little
total-
Pony.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay.
Totally bedazzled
All
out.
right, so Fergus, come on, man. I mean, you look fantastic. Don't get me wrong. You are in proper form here to be, the glamour pony for a glamour bar. Don't get it twisted here. But I need you, and I'll start like gesturing towards the cart, and 12-year-old poor Urgra's been carrying this thing around all this time.
Child labor laws.
Yeah, trust me. And every time I get the chance to pamper your friend, we're gonna take care of you here. But on the flippity flop here, you gotta a little bit of give and take here, friend. You gotta help us out here a bit.
Okay. Yeah. After some coercion, yeah, it'll definitely start to pull the card again.
Please, Urgra, by all means, if you want to help.
Well, I was just gonna say. I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but I mean, he's looking a little fat in the hips. Maybe this would help him take a little bit off.
Just when I kind of had the reins on this fucking horse is where Jesus. Okay.
Because it totally speaks English.
You scare my rat people, my little ferret people, and now you're calling my horse fat.
Trying to make it motivated to actually get on.
Why on earth are you assuming an animal can understand you?
They understand tone.
Tone. How would you like to display the tone of "I think your ass is fat"?
Just
hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey.
All right, Fergus. Listen.
That's how Kurt's got married, man.
Fergus, I think you look great. Let's go ahead and strap this on here. Come on, come on.
Dilly dilly.
Come on. Dilly dilly.
All right. So you guys get all of your supplies secured, and where are you wanting to go next?
We're going to Valkenheim.
Yep.
Okay, so from the teleporter that was by Flurgan, from there to each of the places is about a day's worth of...
Oh, we're doing the cross,
right,
the
so
triangle.
Going straight across would be about a day and a half. So,
oh my god.
So it was noon.
We're on day 4 right now, I think.
So noon, and then...
We're gonna have to push it.
So it's gonna be... It's gonna be nightfall of the next day by the time you guys will get to Valkenheim.
Okay.
Shit. We're not gonna be able to make it to the Tabaxi, I think.
I'm just very surprised. I thought we left pretty much first thing in the morning.
We did. Oh no, we've been there for a minute though.
Oh no, this morning though. We woke up, we got the paper, then we left.
Yeah.
Right.
So a full day and a half travel. Are we looking at?
Also, would be
late afternoonish kind of thing.
Yeah, it'd be afternoon of the next day. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So afternoon, day 5. And I mean, the thing is that the Tabaxi are right on top of a teleportation circle.
Right.
So if we can just get to a teleportation circle, we've essentially reached the Tabaxi.
Exactly. And it would be a day's travel from Valkenheim to the teleporter pad.
All right.
Whew, we are cutting this close. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
On a peaceful journey. There are no monsters yet. That happens in year 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we will go on our next break, and when we come back, we will talk about the approach to Valkenheim. We want to thank everybody for being on this journey with us. The show is not over, so stick around. When we come back, we're going to give out some more HotA points for you guys. And
I'm not a squid.
At the end of the show, we're going to open up a Q&A for you guys to be able to ask these guys or myself any questions that you want. So be thinking ahead of time of anything you guys want to know. But we'll be back in a few minutes.
Or you can do it now. Some of us will be in the chat.
Yeah, that works too.
You know, whatever you want to do. Sure. The dice are telling me it's a 20. We're sticking with it. Okay, just go. I'm gonna go over here because I'm gonna film this shit. I'm just gonna go.
Yes, this is my daughter Melody.
Ah!
Oh.
You shall find justice upon your soul. Turn it into a, let's go with a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
And I'll let it just go ahead and sit there and start dissolving the place up.
Yeah, we're on our phones.
No,
we're paying attention. Yeah, we're focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
I'll just sort of run my finger through the scar that goes across my head. Indeed. Grab it by the head, start slamming the skull into the stone wall next to me until the skull just shatters. Bend the fucking knee, peasants.
I'm gonna burn a lucky point.
Okay.
Oh my god!
It's meant to be.
Tell Caldevar, if you can, please, sir, that Kurtz Glaskin is going...
Come up to Ren and say, speaking of teamwork, do you have any offensive spells at all?
Right? He's got, really scruffy, nasty beard and kind of kicks his foot. Like, ow! Down, and he just starts going off on this rift. Martha will turn to the crowd and he'll go, "Are you not entertained?" Hail, brave adventurer!
Hello there, everyone's favourite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan here. Being the soulful adventurer that I am, and known for telling a tale or two, pull up a stool to grab a pint as I tell you a story about my favourite hero, me. In my years of travelling, I met people of all walks and cultures. Although the Horsemen coming didn't affect me directly, I saw the toll they left behind. The destruction and devastation these villainous beings left in their wake sparked something within me. How was I, Finley Shenanigan, to become the greatest, most legendary bard that Candoria had ever seen, if no one was around to behold my glory? More importantly, where is Alundra? When will she be back? And what will she be wearing? Hopefully something revealing. Anywho, setting on my journey, I shared my glamour with those who had never witnessed such pure, unadulterated excellence before. My legacy was to replace their despair and unite the people for the war yet to come. In the end of the day, everyone can be a hero. Everyone has a little adventure inside of them. And if you don't, would you like one?
Ah, salutations. I am Rin Enoran, historian of Candoria, renowned problem solver, an elf of esteemed conscience. When I became of age, I set out as a Rena and departed from my home of Othalos to the city of Egoras to study the arcane arts. With some difficulties, I was able to teach myself while working as a scribe in the library of Alashar. There, I produced a masterpiece of Candoria's history and its secrets. My manifesto, the true record of our world. However, even my aspirations dwindled when Alundra's guidance vanished, followed by the devastation from the Horsemen's wake. Despite all the wounds we have suffered, I shall never let our existence be forgotten, for I believe our best hope lies with our knowledge and story made eternal.
My name is Kurt Glaskin, and I have lost everything that I've loved in this world. My daughters, my wife, my friends, all of them dead to the Horsemen. And now I have a chance to redeem myself, to protect my friends, to lead humanity into a new age of light and hope. Alundra abandoned us, the goddesses abandoned us, and left us with these monsters. And I want to take everything from them that they've taken from us. I live in a world of blood and hatred and violence, and so I will become that violence. I will be that hatred, and I will be exactly what we need. A sword against the darkness.
My name is Urgra Dropper, and I am a dependable ambassador. I was the only half-breed in my mother's tribe of orcs where the threat of being eaten constantly hung over my head. And yet, those were some of the happiest times of my life compared to my time with the Revenant. I was 12 when I first picked up a bow and started hunting, and I quickly found that people make the most interesting prey and often deserve an arrow in the head far more than most monsters. Magic and even the Three Sisters were always something weird and sinister to me. That is, until by chance I crossed paths with the High Priestess Alundra, who showed me that magic, like everything else, can be used for good or for evil. And that's what I'll keep on repeating to myself every time one of those stuck-up magical morons say something that makes me want to cut out their tongues.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned. All right, and we are back. Thank you for sticking with us, everybody.
Hey.
Looks like we
Hey.
got some follows and stuff. Let's
Hey.
see. I promised 300 HotA points.
Yeah, so do that,
So I'm
Sean.
gonna do it.
Good.
Dylan, your green screen did a shift.
Who?
Someone's green screen.
Oh, yeah. Dylan's.
Okay, I will just.
Um.
I'm gonna give out some points. All right. So you guys might have enough to buy some inspiration points or health potions. So check out the down underneath. There's some codes for it. It's exclamation point redeem and then some other stuff. So check that out and see if you guys have enough for that. Let me look.
All right. So if you also type in exclamation command, you'll see some fun stuff you can do with chat. And I love to play with the 8-ball thing because I always ask the questions like, just like it just now, are we going to survive the trip? It always gives me the answers within myself. I don't know what does it even mean? Like, is it yes? I want it to be yes. So is that the answer then? Like, the answer's within me. Yes. We are going to. Is that how that works?
I think so.
Okay. Well, then we're fine then. Nothing to worry about, guys and gals. We'll be fine.
All right. So on your long trek towards Valkenheim, there's a lot of ground to cover. Is there anything in particular that you guys need to discuss or you want to do or plans or anything like that?
Does it look like that Rin can fit on the cart and not have to walk?
You're fucking walking like the rest of us.
I think the pony can handle pulling one person on it, but anything more than that would be too heavy since it's a small beast of burden.
Yeah, Rin's gonna go on the cart and sit there for.
Buy your own goddamn horse.
Well, this is technically not even a full horse, so.
I don't believe you paid for it either.
Finley, how do you feel about this guy riding your horse?
Hear that,
You know,
Shrek? He called
I'm
me
on the
Little
cart.
Steve.
Well, Kurtz, I mean, to be quite honest with you, Rin, maybe he'd. Get the fuck off my horse, Rin! I'm not on your wizard ass! What is wrong with you? He's a shouty pony. He can barely carry the cart himself.
I'm on the cart, not the horse.
But the cart's being pulled by the horseman.
I'm using this time to cast more servants in case we need them.
I'll look back at Kurtz. Okay, well, that is kind of important, too.
For what?
Parents.
Really thinks
What?
follow.
Yeah, for what? What do you need servants for?
Why wouldn't you need servants for?
Yeah, why would you need servants for, Kurtz? They're always
Well, okay, so if you have a bunch of servants following us, that makes us a lot easier to track. But why are you? I mean, do you need practice? Why are you doing this?
You never know when you might.
I
need
kind of feel like you're just being a bit lazy there, wizard. Are you?
You're gonna
I
get
had
fat.
quite an ordeal last night. You do recall I was up for nearly the entire wee hours making.
You only sleep for 3 hours at a time.
Just because I have better metabolism than you, Kurtz, doesn't mean you hold it against me.
Oh, shit. Frickin' elves, man. Jesus. All right. If it's for practical services, okay, I could see it. Just don't make a habit. I mean, he's only so little. Look at him. He's better. You'll see Fergus is probably struggling to carry this cart that's already full of...
I promise you, Finley, by next year, I will never do it again.
I will help the horse.
Thank you, Kurtz Glatskin. Thank you for our lazy wizard. And I will take my little halfling 25 feet of movement legs and I'll walk next to the cart.
Okay. It's a long way.
After 10 minutes, I will tell an unseen servant to hoist Finley up on its shoulders. So that
Okay.
he can be high up.
You're allowed on the cart now.
Thank you.
Hunster has purchased an inspiration point.
Oh, nice.
And for me.
Ugra.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
I was first. That means I'm the favorite.
Go.
Oh, it's green screening out. I need to adjust that later. Someone
Go,
remind me of that. All right, so
Hunster. Go.
Thank you.
Yeah, sun just set, so my green screen is probably jacked.
Yes, I'll make unseen servants, and I will have them do certain things occasionally. One will pick up Finley. Maybe one will occasionally lift maybe something of the cargo from the cart to ease the weight for the pony. And then I'll just keep them going, so they'll replace if they were ready to fade away.
Kurt seems to work out, so sometimes I'll just lift the entire cart.
Dilly. Thanks for the follow.
I'll let the pony think that it's still carrying it.
All right, so you guys got 2 inspiration points, and looks like not enough points to buy a third. So, Kurtz, you don't have
Not
one.
yet.
Yeah, well,
Wah.
that's what usually happens.
Okay, cool. Thanks for doing that, helping them out.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Just next time, maybe just warn me next time you're gonna add extra weight to the. He's a shouty pony, man. He's only so big. Just a little bit of a warning, perhaps.
It comes up to like my fucking knee.
I assumed it wouldn't have been an issue, and I will also make sure the horse is more comfortable, and I shall prestidigitation some cool winds so that they can feel it.
All right. I'll take a look at Fergus. Is he liking that? Does that help it a little bit?
Carrying one person, your pony doesn't seem to be burdened by one person on the cart. So,
All right,
Rin,
keep up the
you definitely take
presentation
note of
there,
this.
Rin. That's not a bad idea. Keep him fanned. I think just we need. He's our beast of burden here. You hear that, Fergus? You beast of burden. Just keep him. All right, okay. And I'll go back to walking.
Okay.
I'll carry Finley.
I think I'm actually on. I think I'm floating in air right now. Right?
You are floating in midair.
An unseen servant has me on his shoulders.
Nice.
And I'm just keeping track, like keeping watch for anything that may ambush us unexpectedly for some reason.
Okay.
The one person keeping an eye out.
Okay. So you descend from the high peaks of the mountains, and the elevation is slowly starting to go down. Eventually, it comes to kind of rolling hill areas, and the hill dwarf areas. Their networking of tunnels is very vast and very long that go and connect different areas in the hills. But as far as their actual mapping of where the locations are, where they come out, are unknown to you. They're very secretive. Very guerrilla warfare kind of tactics. It's common knowledge that they're there, but as far as where they are, you're not sure. And as you're getting further and further into their territory, you know you're passing places, Rin, from just your knowledge of them, that you're for sure have been seen at this point. That doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, but with how much networking they have, and they have a lot of scouts and spies that are going through this tunnel system, you know, and their dissemination of information is very efficient and very quick. So
Dilly.
Dilly. Thanks for. Hey, Rin. In your vast, infinite knowledge of all things that are things of all things, anything in particular perhaps you could share with us about as we approach Fortenheim, in terms of people we should know, the events that happened in this year that we're in? Anything kind of jumping out the top of the noggin there to you that perhaps we should know about?
Let me think. If I remember correctly, DM, do I remember anything? I do recall us visiting there for a time. I remember that, and a little bit of that. Do I remember anything else?
let's see.
Oh.
Okay, so you would know where the main entrance is for Valkenheim since you have been there before. You didn't spend, I don't think, a lot of time there.
Did I gather any information while I had spent my 20 years of roaming, listening, talking?
Only 20 years.
I know, it's a pittance of my lifespan.
Let's see, you would know...
It's a holiday.
Okay, so you know that the Bane operates on kind of a hierarchy that follows chieftains. And these chieftains oversee kind of smaller subsections, and these chieftains have a very high influence and kind of a cult following. They're not culty people, you know what I'm saying? Like, people follow these chieftains, and the Bane are very aggressive as far as like ambitions go. So it's not uncommon that a chieftain disappears or dies.
Are they all
in
just like
odd
magma
ways
jaws?
in, say, combat or what?
Are they all just like
so
magma jaws? Everyone's just like a magma jaw
It's
personality.
very warlordy.
Exactly. So people who are really good chieftains, they command respect, and people will help defend their chieftain. And you know, it's kind of Viking-esque. You know, like if you can defeat them, you kind of take over their authority. So chieftains are very cautious about who they put on their security detail and who they use for advisors because they are afraid of like backstabbing and someone trying to usurp them essentially. So
sounds great. I don't know what you guys are bitching about.
It can be kind of secretive, especially with the hill dwarfs. They seem to be the more friendly of the two sects of the dwarfs. The hill dwarfs were closer. They kept to the religious practices, opposed to the mountain bane. So Carvalia and that stuff, and the temple teachings and stuff like that, resonates much better with the hill dwarves. With the mountain dwarves, that's kind of a taboo thing to talk about because of the difference of the political views of Dilly and side. Dilly, thanks for the follow.
Thanks for follow. Dilly.
So as far as what chieftains are in charge of what, I don't think you would know that, but that's a very big part of their hierarchy.
I can tell you at least that all the chieftains do have a somewhat a respect that they command amongst their followers, and I also know that they are aware of our presence currently.
Us in particular?
Yes. They have outposts and scouts that are able to assess threats that might approach their territory.
Have I noticed any outposts or scouts? Sean?
You haven't. So they're very, very proficient in this area, and they're able to duck and weave and use all the passages. So yeah, you wouldn't have seen. Dilly. We love the follows, guys. Welcome to the family. Hopefully you guys like what you see.
Oh, the
Click the notification bell to get notified when we go live. Sorry, I've been kind of trying to focus on this, but
if we make 750 followers this session, I'll flash my nipple. How's that?
Nipple. I want both
your
nipples.
Face is disappearing. Your chroma keys
No, both of them you don't get. You don't get AJ. You don't get those.
Your chroma key is terrible.
Me? It's because I'm awesome. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Because of the shadow. But still, I don't believe they will really do anything to us. We don't appear a threat of any kind.
No.
I find that insulting.
Wow.
Right, me floating in midair isn't intimidating. All right, well, we have some impressing to do then, I guess, perhaps. But all right.
Remember we had that magical disc, Finley.
Oh, those were the days, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh man, I missed that thing. That was just easy breezy, lemon squeezy travels for old Philly shenanigans. Thank Dilly. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We should try to procure another one of those at some point. That'd be great.
So
wait,
are
you saying right now they can see us right now, or like they were here?
I think he's saying that their security is tight enough that by this point they will know that we are coming.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, that makes okay. I got it. I thought maybe they're watching us right now or something. That's kind of creepy.
What's up?
Weird.
No, Sean, my light didn't go out. It's just the sun is setting.
Oh, okay. You're really
Yeah,
You're
I
half
know.
lit.
I'm a ghost in the darkness.
I'll actually probably take your chroma key off, so you'll just have just green behind you.
Yeah, well.
That's better than
Keanu.
gone. Okay, that's fine.
Well, I do know Finley. Eventually, if I'm able to find a scroll or a page in a book, I could replicate that disc for you.
Oh, are you serious? You could do that?
If I could find the appropriate arcane inscription and spell, yes.
Okay, that's good. No, that's good to know. I really missed that thing. No, that thing was great.
I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna ask Tavaria for an elephant. So
I don't know if they're native to Candoria for her to be able to get one for you.
well, she's the temple. She might be able to get one.
Pull some strings. The divine
Yeah.
elephant.
Just be aware, Kurtz, the more things you ask of her, the more she might require from you.
Ooh.
What's she gonna ask me? To kill someone? Ooh.
They asked you to kill a child before.
That's fair.
Kurtz
That's fair.
just goes stone face.
Hmm.
And sort of just rounds on Ren. We don't talk about that, Ren. As I remember, you didn't help me or Finley in that situation.
If I recall, you told us not to help or interfere.
So you could die?
You asked us not to, and we didn't. I am just
Kurtz, Kurtz will take a deep breath, put a hand on Rin's shoulder, and say, "You're right. I apologize."
You broke Kyle.
Finley falls off the servant, like, wait, what?
Dear diary, today Kurtz apologized.
I have something to live for now. And I need to. Oh, well, my wife at least.
Well, we will work to make sure that she remains alive this time.
Dilly.
Thanks for calling.
Whenever we share a moment, we just look at each other. Dilly.
Guess we'll just nod.
How close are we to the town?
I was just allowing you guys to talk about anything you needed to talk about, and then when you're done, we can get that.
Yeah, I'll brush myself off the dirt that I just fell off the unseen servant. And I'll put my hands up. Like, do I just like put my hands up like this, or like can you
Hoist
just?
him.
Whoop, there we go. And I'll get myself on the shoulders of the unseen servant there.
Okay.
It's almost like you're
Yeah.
flying, isn't it, Finley?
Yeah, this is great. And I'll put my arms out. I'm flying.
I'm king of the world.
I'm flying, Jack.
It's written.
Right.
Don't ever let go, Jack.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, it's from a play I watched this one time. Really sad. People died. Yeah.
You know, I saw the same play. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kurt, you probably love it if you sold it. Honestly, I mean, the romance part, that's in every play.
Everyone died. It was glorious.
The dumbass captain, get this, the dumbest captain drove right into an iceberg.
Yeah, right. Like he didn't see it or nothing. Just like it's just like I was policing the damn thing. Like I just drove right into an iceberg. Yeah, it's top notch. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's pretty good.
I think it won a few awards at like the Bards plays,
Right, and the one actor, let's be honest, like he definitely should have gotten some sort of accolades or awards, and he's just
Raphael DiCaprio or something like that.
DiCaprio, yeah, really top-notch guy. Met him once. He deserves better. He deserves something at some point.
At the Horsemen theaters, I think they won a couple pony awards.
I think he got fucked by a bear, though.
Did you just say pony awards?
Yeah.
Amazing. You won the day today, Sean. That was pretty good. All right, anyway, yeah! And I'll slap my unseen servant, or act like I was, but onward.
Okay. All right. So as you guys make your way towards Valkenheim, so dug deep into some of the hills, as this massive
yeah.
fortress, massive fortress. And the entrance is going to have some stairs that lead up across, and everything looks triangular.
Is it guarded?
Is it what?
Is it guarded?
Yes.
Jesus fuck! Finally.
Yes, it is guarded. And the area that you're coming up to, so there's some steps that come up and kind of plateau, and then come up and then plateau, and there's these triangle-shaped stone configurations everywhere, and the building that you would enter into, the entrance is a massive triangle as well. And on either side of the peak of the triangle, you see some dwarven heads embossed into the stonework, and they have these helmets with these large horns that come up and kind of recurve out. There's two large brazens, and it looks like all the stonework is kind of covered in moss and kind of some grass overgrowth. It isn't maintained, but it looks really interesting, actually, how just nature has kind of retaken over the once established stonework. It seems like it's a lot more one with nature than where you guys were at with the mountain. It was very maintained and very, rigid, everything. This is more kind of like it was at one point, but purposefully left to kind of be retaken over again. And so it kind of goes up into the building, but then it all kind of gets encased with overgrown grass and everything kind of is one with the hills. And then on the left side of this main entrance, you see this waterfall that's kind of slowly trickling down over these rock formations, and the sunlight that's kind of coming through the trees is kind of making these shadows across the waterfall, and it looks very, very peaceful. At the front entrance of this place into Valkenheim, you see there is 4 or 5 guards on each side of the entrance. They look much different than the mountain dwarves that you just saw. They are definitely dressed down a lot more. They're not as militaristic looking. They look much more approachable and more relatable.
Quick thing, Sean, before we approach this gate, I want to go into the full temple regalia.
Oh, okay. Okay, if you... Yeah, it will take you a little while, but...
20 minutes, yep.
Yeah, you guys will have plenty of time. Yeah, you can don all of the temple armor. So you looking like a badass.
Clank, clank, clank.
So to remind any viewers, what's all the benefits of the temple armor when you wear it?
Oh, God.
Hold on.
True sight immunity to necrotic damage, I think.
Yep. Advantage on religion and persuasion checks. Disadvantage on perception. Your speed is only 25. And those are the things, yeah. And it looks badass.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
Full set of plate, mail, just white and gold with a cape.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Most important feature. Let's be honest.
Yeah, so I wanted.
If you have a cape, you can probably fly.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know. To be fair, you haven't tried yet.
I don't do it.
Honestly, I'll try before we get there.
I'm not saying I'm Superman, but you've never seen Superman and me in the same place at the same time. I'm just saying.
It's science.
All right. So what would you guys like to do?
They don't seem to come up to us or anything. They're just letting us pass.
They're still a little ways out. This is what you guys are seeing as you're coming up through to the large staircase in front of it.
All right.
You approach.
Well, Kurtz, are you wishing to represent the temple?
Unfortunately, I think we have to. The mountain dwarves are, they're assholes.
Uh-huh.
The hill dwarfs, though, throughout history, and from what you, Rin, have told me, and just through what we know, seem to be more reasonable. Mm-hmm. So, if we want to bring everyone together, even if we bring everyone together under the temple, that's an alliance.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm worried that if we use the temple too much, and we're only here for a week out of the year, then Tavaria will have the rest of the year to break it apart, all the things that we've done, if we just use the temple name.
Maybe. But perhaps not.
I do hope you're all keeping recorded information and details to share with your future self when we leave these bodies.
My future self is going to be in for a fucking shock because he's a goddamn farmer.
So to make sure you spell it down for him entirely so he understands to share the secrets and everything. I've been doing that for myself, making sure that
the issue is, Rin, I have 20 years of combat experience and wars and skirmishes and everything like that. This man's the temple captain now, and he's just a farmer who's never wielded a weapon.
He's a bumpkin.
I'm not a pumpkin. How dare you?
He will be.
I am a
pumpkin with a hoe.
I am a wealthy huntsman / farmer who owns an entire plantation, has a beautiful elvish woman as my wife, and it commands the respect of my entire village. How dare you?
He did slash.
I thought you dabbed.
Yeah, slashed.
I'm a wealthy farmer. I'm sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Be that as it may, Kurtz, your current self is not, as I think you were saying, is not exactly equipped to be the captain of an entire army.
Well, I've killed men before.
But old Kurtz has not.
Old Kurtz has.
Oh.
Fortunately.
So you've tasted blood already.
I've killed people in all of my lives.
Back in
No one's safe.
WW,
Sorry, that's Kyle. Continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're good. You're good. Sorry.
That's
go ahead.
fine. But I understand that Kurtz is going to be competent enough to handle his task, though you might just want to make sure that
I
yourself...
think the me from this time will be competent enough to handle being the captain of a guard for a city that doesn't have a captain of the guard.
Good.
That's fair.
And Finley and Urgra, you both have kept up with your journal notes for yourself?
As much as I need to.
Yes.
Can you all read, by the way?
Yes.
Of course I
absolutely
can
we
read.
We all can read very well. Yes.
Why do you ask, Kurtz?
Well, I mean, if we're all taking I mean, it's not very common, to be able to read, and I just want to make sure we all can.
Fairly old.
Know how to read?
What?
Who doesn't know how to read?
Well, I mean, I've met many people in my lifetime that don't know how to read.
Who?
Most of the orphans, men and women in the armies I fought with.
At this point, when he says orphans, Urgra is going to kick him in the back of his, knee.
I don't even feel it.
Oh, he's wearing armor.
Ting.
I think you would hear the ting.
I'm in full plate right now. I'm just like, the hell is that?
That's fair.
Was that a butterfly?
That just seems very lacking on the education system.
Well, there is no education. Do you have an education system in the Elvish lands?
Everyone can read.
Really?
What?
Yes.
Rin,
No.
in outside of your elven society, only the people who can afford private tutors or whose parents actually spend the enormous amount of time to teach them know how to read.
Chris is gonna sort of just do this. Rin, I know you can read.
Clearly.
I can read. My parents were wealthy enough, yes, to provide me a tutor. Finley, can you read?
Right. Yeah. We've all established everyone in the group can read. I'm teaching the ferrets to read. It's not that hard.
I write something down on a parchment real quick and show it to him. Tell me what it says.
I'll read back whatever it says.
It says, Finley likes little boys.
It says fuck on it. Just that's it. Just just one word, 4 letters. Finley likes. No, I fucking don't. What do you want to read that?
Okay, Finley can read, and then I'll write something else. Urgra, read this.
What's it say?
I'm sure I'll get to Urgra, not you.
Okay, I want to see I can see what it says. What's it say?
I can't read.
All right, 1 second. Hold on.
Curse has had his suspicions for a while.
Okay.
I don't know what it says, Kurtz.
Is it illegible? Did you write it with a smear?
I'll show it to Rin, and it's very fine calligraphy. Thank you.
I will try to whisper to Urgra while he shows it to Rin. I'll whisper to Urgra what it says. I can't read. I'm gonna sleight of hand it. I'll do all that shit if I have to. I'm saying to the DM. I'm saying this to the DM right now.
Yeah.
Finley,
I think he's okay.
It's fine. I don't know how to read. Didn't know when I was 12. I didn't know when I met you. People tried to teach me, but it hurt my head, and so I never learned.
But why didn't you just say something? Me and Rin would be happy to teach you.
Well, the problem is we could teach her now, but she won't retain it for her previous years.
Are we sure about that?
Yes, I'm fairly certain.
Because
right now we have future Urgra essence embodied into her previous younger years, so when she leaves for the remaining 51 weeks of the year, she will have no recollection.
But do we know that?
We were informed about that. If you trust the word of the Crystal Alundra.
I do not.
Well, you can always try, I suppose. There's no harm in you doing that while we have time to spare.
Well, I mean, at worst, she forgets it when we're gone, but at best, she can read when we are performing our missions.
That has never really stopped me from performing on a mission before.
Yet.
Well, this is an I, the letter I. It's a simple stroke.
Right. Okay, I think there's more pressing matters here, everyone, as we approach the city, I'm assuming at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we put a pin in this conversation just for a little bit here, and we'll settle down, and we'll talk more about things that aren't really all that prevalent right now. I'm going to try to avert attention away from Urgra and go back to what we were doing.
Sure.
Do.
Okay.
If anyone in the team is picking up on that. Just, oh, hey, look, we're here. Look at that. No shit. Okay. Hey, look.
Okay.
The castle with people and guards and dwarves.
Okay. And you see the grand entrance in front of you with the triangle with the guards on either side. They're staying where they are, and they're not coming out to meet you. What would you guys like to do?
We're following the big gold beacon soldier knight of fortune and glory.
Curse, did you wish to request that we find Alera Bright Cloak?
Sure.
You are the most peacocking at the moment.
Yeah, I will just approach and say, the whole, hail,
Hail, adventurer.
Yeah, exactly. I was waiting for it, yeah.
As we're walking, but before you go, Kurtz, as we're walking up, I want to pull Urgra back a little bit from the rest of the group, just enough, and I don't know if I can visually tell if she's a little bit upset. Be like, it's all right. We're still working on the whole.
Kurtz would have done that with the utmost care of a father.
That's fine. I'm just. This is me and Urgra. We're talking right now. Hold on, just give me.
Okay. I just want to make sure, Kurtz didn't come off as an asshole.
Right. I have that conversation divvied up for later. Okay, so me and Urgra over here. Urgra, I hope you don't feel embarrassed or nothing. I know we're trying to work on the words and everything like that.
Well,
are you all right? Are you all right? Or
well, I mean, aside from Rin expressing his shock at not everyone being able to read, it actually didn't go as horribly as I thought it would. So, yeah, I guess everything's fine. It's out in the open. So, let's just move on.
Okay, all right. I just there's nothing to be ashamed about, really. It's just something we can work on. It's a new skill for you, and I know we've been working on it a bit here and there as we've been traveling, but it takes a bit of time, and I just don't want you to feel sideways about it. We'll figure it out.
Thanks, Finley. Let's just go.
All right.
Okay, so I have -1 to my persuasion, and D20's being a bitch, so I'm just gonna roll it.
Okay. Yeah, my roll 20 is stupid.
I'll go back to feeding my fucking ferrets. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Using my special DM die. Well, I really want. 14
for a
persuasion.
Okay, so what are you trying to persuade them of?
I'll just walk up to them and say, hello, Godsman. My name is Kurtz Glaskin. I am an envoy from the temple in Candoria. Myself and my friends here have a great need to speak to both your leader and
Hilera Brightcoat.
Hilera Brightcloak.
Oh.
I'll actually give you advantage on the persuasion check since you're wearing the temple regalia.
I rolled with advantage.
Okay. So they will see that you're wearing very fancy uniform. Just so you know, so when you saw like Caldivar wearing it, there had been a captain of the temple guard for a while, so people had seen it. In year 1, that hasn't been a thing yet. So people don't recognize that as that position yet, but it does look really fancy and really nice. So you have that going for you, but you don't automatically get people to recognize the position of authority to the armor. All right. So repeat to me what exactly you said to them.
I will say, do any of them look wounded in any way, shape, or form?
Yes, they would. A couple of them would. Why?
Okay, I will walk up to one, pull out the divinity symbol, and just sort of kneel down on both knees to say, as a example of my position, allow me to help you, child of the goddesses.
Okay.
Completely bullshitting. Curse doesn't give a shit, but he is going to cast cure wounds on this random dude.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. So it's just gonna, the healing energy will come from the pendant, and will heal one of them that's there with you. And this healing magic, it must come from Carvalia. Are you a priest of Carvalia?
I am Carvalia's sword. Thus as I am the temple's voice. Now please, I implore you, we mean you no harm to you, your city, or any of your inhabitants. We merely wish to aid you.
This magic, it's amazing. You must know Hilera.
Do I?
No, we don't.
That's the name. That's
No.
what
You're asking for her, and you're showing magic, and
Burger will
they know
step
she
forward.
knows magic. So that's where they're drawing the conclusion, but you don't know her.
We're actually hoping for an introduction.
Hilera is why I've come here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Please, do you have any kind of credentials or paperwork before we let you in?
We were actually told, aside from trying to speak to Hilera, we have information about the Duragar threat.
How do you know about that?
We have news from the mountain dwarves.
You have news from who?
Specifically Master Bluntthorn.
About what?
supposed to mention it.
Ergra.
No, I dig it. Let's
Literally
go.
the whole. It's not my money. It's his money. I'm gonna bet on.
Nope. That word is awesomely out in the open. Let's do this.
No,
Go.
it's okay.
You're good.
Yeah.
Do it.
She wished to speak. Well, it's a private business, but she.
The mountain dwarves wish to parley. And the goddess Carvalia is sort of the bridge between your people.
Those ignorant mountain dwarves will never see the truth of Carvalia.
I understand your people's reluctance and the civil war that has torn you apart, but please, a chance to reunite you people, a chance to even just bring your people back into trade and commerce and discussion. I don't ask you to forgive them for what they have done to you or your people, but please, Carvalia is with me, and as I am here, she is with you, and so are the goddesses.
Don't forget to mention the other reason we're here.
So, if you're wanting to speak with Hilera, but she's the ambassador between the hill dwarves and the revenant, not the mountain dwarves.
We would like to speak to everyone who still has trust in the goddesses. Unity is what we are trying to achieve.
Do you have any paperwork to validate your claims?
Do I have any paperwork that says I'm the captain of the guard? I think I do, yeah.
No, the leather scroll, the one that we were given by Bluntthorn.
Yeah, I mean, that'll at least validate our proof. We don't have to actually show it to them, or we don't have to let them open it. They can see, like, it probably has her seal on it, if nothing else. That has the B. So yeah,
I'll leave that to Finley.
well, technically I have it.
Well,
that's
well, technically.
guys, I have a -1 charisma. The fact that
you're doing great. No,
Yeah.
taking it.
I'm doing my best right now.
Yeah, so I will.
Holding that golden armor, buddy.
I will pull out the scroll and I will show them the B insignia on it.
Okay, and as soon as you bring that out, their body language will very quickly change, and they just seeing that you have physical proof to validate what you're saying, and you take note of that. I think Urgra, that the scroll alone, like it didn't really matter what you guys say, just them seeing the paperwork instantly was more than enough to have them, believe you guys.
Accommodate.
Right, exactly. So yes, come on in. I will personally lead you straight to Hilera. Come on in, please follow.
Thank you.
Okay. So
Can't believe that worked.
Yeah, and it was only don't say it to the mountain dwarves. The hill dwarves are fine.
They're a bunch of pussies.
all right. So Hilera,
I pick up Finley by the mouth again, like shush.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. No, you're right.
Hilera is located in the Healer Shrine. It's the minor infirmary, and he will be leading you through some tunnels, and that's where he's explained that you're going to come out. I believe she is currently meeting with Ethereal Stone Rest at the moment. So when we get there, I will make sure we're not interrupting their meeting. I believe it's very important. But please follow me, and he will lead you deeper into the tunnels. And now we're going to drop you into a very large map. So, oops, not.
Yay!
You don't mind if we bring our Shetland pony in, do you?
The what?
You don't mind if we bring our Shetland pony with us, do you?
No, yeah, that's fine. All right, so
Good.
you guys are going to be in the bottom right-hand corner. It's a very large map.
Aha!
Right. Okay, I went to the bottom left.
I'm gonna pretend that I know what's going on because thank you, Roll20.
Woo! Look at that shift click.
Does that work for
Oh,
you
is that
guys?
what that does?
Yep.
Cool. All
Beasting.
right. Still got my map is loading.
So we are inside the network of hills. And...
Yes, and you're working your way towards the infirmary area. And as you are going through, is there anything you want to ask or say to this guy while he's leading through these tunnels?
So how are your people doing during these? There's a civil war going on, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. They've just sort of split at this point in time.
Yeah, so
Sort of an alienation.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very. The lines have been drawn, but the main concern right now is both sides are dealing with the Duragar attacks. So that you don't know why or what they're doing specifically, but that is the main thing that's going on between the two right now. That you guys know because Ren told you there.
Yeah. So I'll say. So I've heard that your people are dealing with Duragar attacks. I'm sorry that I'm not familiar with your people, customs, and culture, but what exactly is Duragar?
They are dwarf-like people that come from the underground, deep under there, and they cause nothing but problems. They recently have sabotaged a supply run that we have, and that is a problem that Hilera has been dealing with right now, and that's why she's meeting with Stone Rest. Perhaps, is that why you guys are here, is to assist with that?
The temple would be more than happy to assist with this in any way we can, so.
Yes, that is great news. If you let her know that right away, she will definitely put you guys to work.
Are your people wounded? Are there raids, attacks, things like that, or is it just clandestine sabotage and corruption?
There are reports that their presence is actually here within the compound. We sent out a group to go dispatch of them, but they have not returned.
Well, me and my people will see what we can do for you, sir. And I hope that your wounds have healed fine under the blessings of the goddesses.
Yes, thank you very much. And it is very evident that Carvalia's power runs through you, which will be very exciting for Hilara to see.
And Curtis will bow, and I'm sure the rest of the party just realizes this is just a fucking ruse.
Okay.
No, yeah, it looks great.
Okay.
I'll kneel down to Finley and say, I noticed he hasn't actually said the name Carvalia yet. Do you think he actually remembers it?
I don't.
No,
Kurtz doesn't.
He's flying by the seat of his ass right now. No, this is great. This is good. He's doing pretty good, though. We were just whispering.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. As he's kind of leading the way up front. You guys are in the back. Yeah, for sure.
I'll sort of hang back and like, Finley, can you give me a sort of like radiant glow to my armor?
Ooh.
Hold on.
That's a Rin thing.
I can do a little bit here. Presentation. Think you could make. Is it just sparks? I thought we could.
Maybe just like hymns.
You can do
as I walk by.
Incense.
You can do musical sounds, the smell of perfume. You can make slight trinkets appear that are the size of your hand disappear. And you can light, snuff, and ignite candles, campfires.
Yeah, just like hymns and the sound of hymns of the goddesses and stuff. Like, I want these people to think I'm like a fucking paladin. When really
got it. Okay.
Maniacal.
Oh,
really,
really?
I'm just a maniacal murderer.
Are we semi alone in this? Like, or is the guy like watching us do this? Because it's kind of like obvious.
No, he's up in front, kind of leading the way. So if you guys are trying to sneakily talk or do stuff, behind, you probably won't.
Do
notice.
you have a cloak, or do you have anything like that?
Yeah, no, I got it. I got this, Rin. I got this. All right, presentation. And I'll do this, like a little dibbly underneath, and the cape's gonna just billow, billowing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. As he walks, every step, it's gonna be like, just that's every step, just be like, and I'll just be doing this the whole time.
Okay.
That's 2. You can do 2. I think you can actually do 3, but
you do 3.
I'll work on 2 as we're going.
Okay.
Give me some incense.
As a curse request.
Yeah, give me some incense.
Rin,
well,
what you got?
Well, all right. I thought you were going to do your third one was the perfume incense for him.
What else can I do? Billowing.
You did 3.
And yeah, I guess technically it would be. Well, no, it's still 1 if I'm doing like a sound every time you walk. Sure, I'll make it smell like fucking, I was gonna say like church pews. Make it smell like church in here. No, I'll have it smell like just.
I wonder if his Venture has
just shame and church semen.
Is his cloak the classic one that he's had for the longest time?
No, that's the bear one. I have I imagine like a very resplendent one in this armor.
I mean, does the armor have a cloak with it?
Yeah. Or a cape.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. If it does, I mean, if it matches, then I won't have to use prestidigitation to change the color. Because I thought you were in a dark gray cape, which I would turn to white.
Well, no, my other cloak was bearskin.
Right.
I will use prestidigitation to change the color of his Zweihander a little bit. So I'll make it match the armor. So I'll do like a gold handle and a polished silver blade. So that's 2 different prestidigitations there. Make it look nice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll probably use another one. I guess. Halo. I don't think I can do that unless you'll allow like a glowing effect.
Sure.
Make it
glowing's fine.
Very, very tiny glow.
What if you just have particles of light fall from me?
Like sparks?
Nah, I want the Twilight vampire sparkle.
I mean, you can't see his face. That's the other thing. It's like.
But you wait until he walks.
You can't see my face. How about my eyes glow like gold?
I don't know if he'll allow me to do that. I can
It's
change
just
the color, but I don't know.
You can
Right.
make.
So as I'm billowing, and you start to hear sounds, and Rin, you look over, and I give you a little wink. You know what this spell looks like, so you can add in your flavor as we're going here. You picking up what I'm putting down.
I'm a fucking paladin now, boys.
Okay. Sure. I'll let you guys get a little.
That's
little loose
object,
with it,
so
yeah.
I can't do it on your eyes. But I will do a slight minor illusion so that whenever he talks, I will quickly make a tiny echo, so it sounds like he's got a divine little
reverb,
resonance.
some
when he
natural-
speaks.
Okay.
Just to make him look.
Yo, this is gonna fall apart so fast.
But, I mean, you
I'll
That's
play
how
it
you go
earlier
wrong.
word. This is gonna be fucking cake, dude.
But yeah, there you go. Your demigod it up.
Okay, so you guys are walking your way through the tunnels, and you're coming towards the exit, and you can feel a rumbling in the ground, and it's actually quite strong. The whole ground and everything starts to shake, and you can feel some rubble kind of falling off the top parts of these tunnels. So as you're walking through, there's these. It's dug, through the dirt and through the ground. But that there's these metal beams that are across to kind of help support everything, but you're seeing particles and dust and pebbles are getting knocked from this as the whole ground begins to shake, and you can see this guard that's walking through. He kind of puts his arm on the wall. What's going on?
Oh shit! Okay, so you don't know.
You don't know?
That's a problem. I'm just making sure there's nothing looks like it's gonna fall down on us.
Yeah, same.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Yeah, tits.
With disadvantage for.
Yeah, I'll just be looking up for falling rocks, getting ready to dodge, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
17. I love how slow Roll20 is.
So Rin 17.
Okay.
So it's a D20 plus 6. I'm just gonna roll it. Since...
Are we all perception in here? Is that what we're doing?
If you want, you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm
I
dodging.
rolled 11.
Hey.
I'm gonna say that while I'm on presentationing, I'm gonna rely on Urger and I are kind of in the back, so I'm just gonna rely on her because I'm busy. So I will not. I think that's only fair. I'm not really looking.
Rin, so while you and Finley are kind of bedazzling and magically enhancing Kurtz's looks, you notice that there seems to be a boulder that is getting loosened that's right above where Kurtz is getting ready to walk into, and he hasn't noticed it. He's got the whole helmet vision
Grab
thing
the
going
cape,
on.
tug it back.
Okay, so with the rumbling going on, Kurtz, you feel a something tug on the back of you and just kind of start to rip you forward while you were in kind of forward motion.
I know that no enemies are around us at this point, so I will allow it with like the sort of rumbling and everything like that. Kurtz is, I think, smart enough to be like, yeah, someone's probably trying to save my ass.
I would say look out at the same time, but I don't know if I had enough time to do that. It's like
It hasn't fallen yet, but you just see it. It looks like it may be loosening.
It looks questionable to me.
It looks like watch out, watch above.
But what about bacteria?
Yeah, I'll allow whatever is about to happen. So if Room wants to shove me or pull me or whatever like that.
Pulling you closer because I'm watching. Well, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say instead of pulling you forward, I'm just gonna say the boat is going to fall. I'm gonna send a mage hand up to try and reinforce it and say move faster.
Okay, so
Get
as soon
through.
as soon as the mage hand gets up there, right as it's coming up, the boulder will kind of dislodge, but the mage hand will catch it. But you do see in other parts, smaller rocks and rubble and stuff get knocked loose, but none of them seem to be big enough for right over you guys to do any kind of damage. And the rumbling starts to increase, and the whole area just kind of starts to vibrate.
Get out of the tunnel. Go.
I will pick up Finley and I'll pick up the dwarf and begin sprinting.
And we don't hear the panic chorus of the running.
It's a shame that Kurtz is slow in that armor.
Do we have
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Do we have Fergus in the cart with us?
Oh,
yes.
God.
No. Yes.
I think we put him in the stables.
Did we?
I think we did.
Because there was a whole section of town outside before we went into the.
Let's say we did.
Yeah,
I think we
Not speak of it again.
Yeah, we didn't mention it, but that's fine. It'd be much easier for everybody moving forward to not have it here. Yeah. So,
Well, if we were gonna go meet someone, I wasn't really understanding like the whole outside inside part. So if we're gonna go meet someone, just like before,
We don't bring the pony.
right. Yeah, that's fine.
Fast forward. Okay. Continue.
So the rumbling seems to calm down, and all the stuff that was kind of falling from this area seems to stop. You guys are moving very, very quickly towards the exit, and you come rushing out into this area that you see here, and you can see a dwarven female with a green cape and red hair. She is there kind of crouched over, holding onto this podium that's in front of her with a book, and you can see a bald dwarf that is next to her, kind of wearing ragtag clothes, is leaning up against the bench behind him. And as you guys come rushing through, what would you like to do?
Is it still shaking?
No, it just stopped as you guys exit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just turn to the guard, who I assume is still with us. What the hell was that?
I don't know. We had slight tremors earlier, but that was far worse than anything we've had before.
Had these quakes before.
A little while ago we had little tiny shakes, but that is far worse than we've had.
This is a hill, not a mountain.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't quite like the idea that most of your civilization is underground during these moments.
And you'll see Hilarious.
The other two dwarves look like they're even fucking perturbed by what just happened.
Yeah, they were kind of like bracing for it. They didn't know what it was. So the female will kind of stand up, and she'll kind of adjust her clothing, and she'll walk over to you. Who are these people? And the guard will kind of stand up and vouch for you. They said they're here to meet you, Hilara.
Well, hi.
Divinity cards. Okay. I mean, as you with the forward,
And
Kurtz will kneel.
Okay, and she's gonna see you all in your fancy get up, and your two magical users in the back making you look more badass. She's gonna be very, very impressed, and you're definitely looking magical, and so that's gonna catch her eye and her interest, and she's gonna come over to you. Well, no, please stand up. Who are you?
My name, my lady, is Kurtz Glaskin. I am the captain of the Temple Guard in Candoria, and I am here to help you and your people in any way I can.
And she will start to look over your outfit, and is this armor arcane? She's kind of lifting your arm up and looking at all of it.
From what I can tell, yes, ma'am.
And
yes, my lady.
Okay. And as she's looking at that, something else seems to catch her eye, and she kind of turns from you and starts walking actually towards Urgra, and she sees the eyes.
Yeah.
So she's going to start walking towards you.
How does she look? Does she look aggressive or angry?
No, she seems more intrigued. Anything arcane very much piques her interest, and she gets very excited about. So she's starting to, as she's seeing you guys are magical people, her interest is peaking very, very quickly.
This is Urgra. She's a revenant.
You're a revenant? Well, yeah, I can tell by the eyes. I have never heard of I'm assuming you are orc?
Before we get into all that, are we safe here? Do we need to worry about being killed here?
Yeah, no, I'm on Urgra's list on that questionnaire. What's going on here with all the rumbly tumbly bumblies here? Are we safe standing in this general location? Is there somewhere safe where we can talk?
I don't know what that was. I think it was just maybe a ground tremor. I don't know.
Jess, we almost got crushed by a boulder.
I'm so sorry. Please come in. Hopefully that they cease. I don't know what that was, but it seems like it has passed. Is everyone okay?
Will the guard be coming with us as we enter whatever we're going into?
He's going to be kind of handing you off and then be going.
I'll sort of just lay a hand on his head. The goddesses are with you, my son. Go with them.
And he'll kind of look at him they're with me. They're with me. And he'll kind of walk off in the tunnel
Kurtz kind of feels like an asshole, but
a charlatan.
Yeah.
He touched me. You'll hear him saying as he
oh
walks
shit! I'm like Jesus.
Amazing.
Okay.
More like
So-
Skeezus.
Hey.
You've gone from Squid to Jesus in a day. That's pretty
Yeah,
flop of the scale there. That's good. That's
I'm
good.
doing good. I'm doing all right.
Not bad.
And there'll be some beds on the ground, and she, welcomes you guys in to come sit on them if you want, or like if she's checking to see if anybody's hurt. And as you kind of look around, you can see that there's medical supplies in this area. The guard who brought you in here said that he was bringing you to the infirmary area. So this would be the
Rin's
place to
glancing
catch
at
up
the
if
book
anyone's
on the
injured.
table, seeing if it's anything interesting.
Say again.
He's glancing at the book on the table,
Oh,
seeing if it's anything interesting.
and as you go to peek at it, she's kind of keeping an eye, and she will just kind of like very, very politely just kind of close the book. So you
Ooh, Rin don't like that. Rin don't like that one bit.
I'm sorry, was that private?
Yes, don't worry about that. That is my own studies. So is everyone's okay? You said some rocks were falling in there. Did anybody get hurt?
Not that we saw, but we are rather concerned that apparently, if things have just been getting worse, that the integrity of this entire structure is in question.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the Durgar that are here.
Probably.
You have the Durgar here as well.
Yes, they are causing immense problems right now, and we're trying to assemble some people to go investigate again.
Yes, we heard that the last party you sent never came back.
Where did you hear that?
Dingus over
It's
there
'cause
who
you're
just
a
left.
revenant.
No. I'll put a hand over Ergus mouth like just hearsay
Is
as
it
we
because
walked
you're a
over here.
revenant?
Aren't you supposed to be the ambassador to the Revenant?
Yeah, I'm very new to it though. Yes, I'm trying to patch up every, all the relationships with it, but I don't know much about them.
It's not some super duper magical mumbo jumbo. We just heard it in the hallways.
No. My friends here, my associate here is very new to her position within the Revenant. Please tell us what has been going on and how the Revenant can help you.
Yeah, I didn't expect you guys to respond to this problem, but we could definitely use your help. Please come in.
The temple is here for all of your problems, great and small. We are the protectors of all the people within the land.
And Finley, give me a perception check.
Sure. Because I'm amazing at those.
I'm pretty sure I have the highest perception. And
Perception, you say?
Murder is better than me.
No, you're better right now.
So,
No,
Finley,
I'm not.
You hear a low snoring sound, and as it kind of catches your attention, you look over. The bald dwarf that was wide awake when the trembling happened. You look over and you can see him kind of passed out on the on that bench that's there, and he just just like narcoed out. And the ground was just shaking. It was just this very traumatic thing. And you look over, and this dude is now asleep. But no one else has seemed to notice it.
All right.
So the guard
Continue.
said you guys were looking for me. What can I do to help you?
Well, we came here to offer our assistance, but also to deliver this, and Urger will hand over the leather-bound scroll from Bluntthorn.
Okay. And she will go to this podium where she has the book and kind of push the book to the side, and she'll start to unravel the scroll. What does it say inside? As she's having a hard time trying to get it open.
As this is going on, I'm going to start playing with the bald man who's sleeping. I'm going to take the feather out of the turban and just since no one else is really watching, I'm just
Okay. All right. So as you kind of tickle him, you go back to sleep, and you keep tickling him, and
Yep.
it's
Okay, I'm
bothering
good.
his precious
I'm
sleep.
good.
but
I'm good for the
he's
next 10
out.
minutes, guys. Continue your conversation. I'm distracted. Continue.
Certain members of the Hill Dwarf clan want to reestablish commerce between the two of you.
Say again.
Urgra, I think you are best to discuss this.
So, certain members of the Mountain Dwarves realize the importance of cooperation between the entire race of dwarves, and this is an olive branch in hopes to reestablish some form of trade. The goods that you have in the form of raw adamantine in exchange for the works of the master Bluntthorn.
I do know that Ironside wishes to reconcile with his brother, and I wish more than anything to improve relations with every tribe out there. But this sounds more like a trap.
We can assure you it isn't.
That is understandable. Have you considered trading with the Tabaxi?
Trading what with them?
Adamantine.
With the Tabaxi? What would they need adamantine for?
Weapons, armor.
I don't know if they have a skill quality capable to do that.
Here's the thing.
Adamantine, yeah, it takes, a very advanced...
Here's what I'm thinking. And here's what I'm thinking off the table as well. The Hill Dwarves trade with the Tabaxi. The Tabaxi trade with the Mountain Dwarves.
Probably not.
Of coalesce relations, because the Mountain Dwarves want that adamantine.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially everything they've done to the Tabaxi at this point has just been like a fucking middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, screw you, fuck you, and things like that. But if the Tabaxi have something the Mountain Dwarves want, maybe they can establish commerce and trade and understanding.
Yes, unless they took it as like an insult where the Hill Dwarves would rather trade with a Tabaxi than a Mountain Dwarf.
Then we kill the Mountain Dwarves.
Urger will turn to Hilera. We can assure you that neither Grimtoe nor Magmajaw or any of their group
Ironside.
Are aware. Ironside, I'm pretty sure, is Hill Dwarf.
Yeah, he is, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't know about this either.
Well, that's not what she's worried about. She's worried about Trap.
Mm.
I assure you that Grimtoe and none of his cronies are aware of this. This was specifically made by Master Bluntthorn herself. She cares about her craft more than anything else.
Okay, and she will, has now got it open, and she will read in there, she will kind of like read out loud so you guys can kind of hear what it is too. So she will piece together that Bluntthorn wants to have some kind of trade relationship where they bring the adamantine, where you guys would be the couriers to bring the adamantine back, but you guys didn't know that. So she kind of took the liberty of just putting you guys as the couriers for it, and so that's something you guys are going to discover as she's reading it aloud.
Great.
And in there, she's also reading that you guys are given the authority to kind of give power over the negotiations of what they will do in return.
I'll gather the party if I can.
Sure.
Please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, are we huddled?
Yeah,
I'm still
busy though.
Feather over here. What?
Should we tell her?
About?
Oh wait, hold on. I'll stick the feather back in my cap. All right, huddle. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening now.
What's to come? Because we have two people here who could arm their people very well. Adamantine weapons and armor for both the Hill and the Mountain Dwarves. And then when conquests come, maybe that gives them a better chance of fending them off.
Well, it's not just the Horsemen coats. There are going to be monster incursions that will happen.
Exactly. And then if they can fend those off as well, maybe they're better suited to fighting the Horsemen. And maybe this sort of camaraderie between their people of fighting monsters and disasters and everything like that brings them closer together. Now we see this trade between them, a supplier and a master. Maybe we should tell these two people exactly what's to come.
I mean, it's possible, but I think it would be better off telling Ironside rather than this ambassador.
Would Ironside even believe us?
Well, we do have a bunch of information that we couldn't know unless we were divinely blessed, and the hill dwarfs are more inclined to believe in the goddesses and their influence.
Hey, speaking of which, hey, just out of sheer curiosity, right? I mean, not to say that we're necessarily in the business of, I don't know, say overthrowing full governments or anything, but just gonna throw out some tidbits here. Like, we have a pretty strong pool here already with Kurtzjeetskin over here with his god powers and his armor. Like, here's where I'm rallying. You got these two brothers that hate each other and like they're breaking off ties and everything.
Only one of them hates the other.
Okay, halfway there. And the other one, well, the other half is saying "oh fuck all" to pretty much any sort of future negotiations, right? But you have these two underlings here between a forge master and
Arcanist.
Color coat over here. What is it exactly? Maybe you're in with your manifesto. Could tell us a little bit about why exactly these two bumfucks, meaning the brothers, are in charge when maybe a changing of the guards and better philosophies might be in our path of
turning it into a supply and demand relationship, an economic
let's get these brothers out of here
instead of
everything.
Instead of I can see that. Maybe
besides dwarves really like force, right? Dwarves really come around force, right? So it would be one thing to say that we couldn't perhaps, maybe not this year.
maybe we just convinced them of a whole army of dwarves armed with adamantine weapons and armor.
Well, the issue is that originally the originally thing was that Grimto, the mountain dwarf leader, was supposed to take over for his father as next king of all the dwarves, but he lost his right to the claim to the throne when he kidnapped the leader of the Shroud. And so then the brothers Grimto and Ironside went toe to toe, fought, and Ironside won. But Grimto refused to acknowledge it and took whatever followers he had and established the mountain dwarfs.
So we know that Ironside is the problem between unity between the hill dwarf or the dwarves really as a race or as a kingdom and the Shroud. So what if we just get rid of him?
Well, that's a possibility, but I mean, in our current state, I mean, you saw what just one of his men...
No. Not us individually, but what if the Temple, the Shroud, and the Hill Dwarves lead a crusade against the Mountain Dwarves?
I don't know if
I feel like you're just taking early steps into the Horsemen's year of civil war.
If we acknowledge the fact that civil war will happen and deal with it before that happens, maybe we can mitigate the damage that will be caused.
So when I brought this up, I didn't necessarily mean to plant the seed of total world domination here or anything, although it does have a nice ring to it. Just say it for right now, perhaps. There's a thought here where, if you have the mountain dwarves and the hill dwarves, right? And the hill dwarves aren't necessarily against any sort of reunion, but the mountain dwarves are, the big, they're little fingered, but still pretty big, fuck you, right? Even maybe just changing one of the guards to get, changing of the guard there, to get, some sort of relation back in there. If the big problem here is just one brother saying F all to the other brother, and we can just somehow take care of one, don't all the other cards underneath kind of fall with it there?
Debatable, honestly, Finley. They might just rally against their martyr of a king.
Well, I'm not too familiar with all dwarven culture. I don't know exactly how it all works, but from what I've heard so far, there was a splitting, and I mean, one brother just made his whole own mountain civilization there. But if the piece on the board, you win the challenge.
If we can prove that the hill dwarves are the rightful heirs, maybe we can convince most of the mountain dwarves to come back into the fold.
I feel the best way to get the common people of the mountain dwarves is to give them what they want, which is the adamantine, which could be supplied by Master.
We could give them the adamantine, but then at the end of the day, we don't know if that's going to lead to a better civil war, essentially, where adamantine weapons and armor are used against one side or the other.
I understand your hesitation in that sense, but there is another threat that looms prior to the Civil War, and that will be the Duergar invasion and assassination. That will happen prior to the actual fighting between the two races or sub-races.
So and where's the assassination at? As we're whispering assassinations and time travel concept.
Holy
that happens in the year before the Horseman appears, the 4th year.
You're full.
If
we can cut the head off the Duergar now and thin their numbers enough so they don't even think about assaulting either the hill dwarves or the mountain dwarves, maybe we can stop that from even being a thing.
I do want to heal the dwarves. I feel like it's a better thing to keep those that are strong in the front.
I agree. I want the dwarves to be the dwarves and the tabaxi to be the tabaxi. We should not split them up, and honestly, dividing them and conquering one over the other is the worst case scenario, but it is a scenario that we need to think about.
It's something that perhaps, if all else fails, we might revert to, but temporarily, at least, in the meantime, if we can do a step of good faith between these two cultures, allowing one to provide materials, which will therefore be shared, and weapons will be distributed back as payment, it will keep the balance of power.
A mutually beneficial trade agreement, I think, is the best course of action. Yes, Rin.
Indeed. Well, maybe you should tell her she's starting to get suspicious at looking at us do this.
I'll relay.
I'll go back over and feather dust the sleeping bald guy.
I will relay what we just talked about.
Okay.
All of it?
No, not all of it. Just the like, hey, we want you guys to establish a trade agreement with the mountain dwarves.
Okay.
You provide them adamantine, they provide you weapons. They, of course, will keep some percentage of it, just like if you don't provide them enough adamantine, they won't get enough of that. And it's a way for you guys to open talks on the sort of lower levels of society. Because Grimcho and Ironside, of course, aren't going to be like, yeah, let's open talks. But if their whole, society is like, well, we've gotten wealth and money and communication and society between each other, maybe you guys should fucking talk or kill each other or whatever.
So Brightcoat will kind of indicate her thoughts are that maybe, at least at the beginning, we not allow Grimtoe and Ironside to necessarily know about it, because that might sabotage it before it could ever get going. That maybe if a couple deals could actually go through before they see it, hear about it work, going on, that, you know what I'm saying, like have it prove itself before that they find out. She thinks that would give it the best chance of working.
A prototype.
Right.
Essentially see if both sides are on the fucking, wire.
Right. And Brightcoat will definitely be very intrigued by the thought of hill dwarfs getting to get adamantine weapons and armor. They know how valuable it is, and they're big into trading. But she's a little wary of, they're the ones at risk here. They give the adamantine up. There's no guarantees that they're going to get it back. So how do they?
You only start with a small supply at first, and then in good faith you can grow it over time.
Right, she understands that, but she's trying to think of, is there anything you guys can think of to where it's not going on faith?
I will, since I am a cartographer.
Okay.
I will have the maps and tunnels of that city mapped out.
Of the mountain dwarf city?
Yes. And I'll hold those and be like, if they do not return what you've promised them and what they have promised you, I will give you these plans to help you attack them.
I think our friend here is more or less discussing an extreme situation, which we don't think will occur. Bluntthorn seemed very sincere, and she was very desperate due to the fact that the Duragar are also assaulting their holds.
Of course, I could just give this to Ironside.
There's no need for threats, Kurtz. That's not going to get us what we want. But what if... Now, I understand that you're interested in magic, correct?
Absolutely. Anything arcane, yes.
Well, we just so happen to have two of our parties are quite magical, and if you say we're interested in something that they were able to do, it's possible that they would be willing to provide you maybe a scroll of some ability that they are capable of.
And I definitely think there's two of you that are more magical, and she'll be looking at Urgra because of the blue eyes, and then be looking at Kurtz because of the magical armor. So you guys are like the two non-magic casters. She's assuming is the magical too.
Yeah. The halfling in the corner feather dusting a bald guy doesn't appear magical. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll just be like, this is just a gift from the goddesses for my devotion to the temple, unfortunately. Myself, I am in no sense radiant or magical. Of course, my companions, Rin and Aran and Finley Shenanigans, are innately very magical, and should you wish to have any arcane discussions, it should be with them.
As I hear my name, you'll see me over in the corner. I'm now stacking rocks that I find on the ground. I'm just trying to see how high the rock stack I can get. Just like on like the fourth one, and I'll just go right back to it. I just heard my name, so I stopped for a minute. Now I'm right back to it.
All right, so you get maybe like 4 or 5 stones high, and you'll see the guy kind of jerk away. Yeah, and his hood will kind of fall over his face, and he'll be like, "Amen," you know. and Brightcoat will kind of look at him. Stone Rest, were you praying again? Yes, the goddesses must get their time of day. Yes, I was praying.
Religion check.
Who is this man?
Ituro.
And what is his purpose here? Why is he here? Is he one of the healers?
I rolled a 15 with my religion check. Is he actually praying?
No, he was fucking sleeping. Yeah.
I will round on him. How dare you disgrace the goddesses with your false tongue?
And she'll kind of like intercede a little bit and kind of like give you a look like, we all just kind of play along. He tends to nod off a lot, and he is embarrassed by it, so he says he's praying during these times.
And while she intercedes, I'm going to go to the book and try to open it.
Ooh, okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
Sneaky.
Are you pulling some shenanigans there, Rin?
I just like I'm like listening, but I'm looking at the book, going, "What's in that book?"
Okay, and she's actually gonna notice, and she's like, "How are you trying? Were you just like trying to peek into it?
Basically opening the cover, just looking.
It's happening. It's happening.
Okay. So as you're opening the cover, she'll kind of like slam it shut and, "Excuse me, this is my private book."
Sorry, it just looked very interesting.
Yeah, she'll grab it and she will walk over to the chest that's on the ground behind you guys, and she will open it and place the book inside. And then she will lock up the chest and be like, "We'll just put it in here for safekeeping."
All right.
Miss Brightcoat, perhaps to assuage your fears of this being a trap, we could take care of this Durgar problem for you.
Absolutely. That's Stone Rest, and he will kind of like, yes. Please, can you take them to the area of where the reports were coming from?
Wake up, heretic!
Oh my god, do you have espresso or something?
And she'll kind of look at you like, don't go into it. Like, just let it be.
Right.
There's no dwarven kawa here or nothing that you get slap into this dwarf to wake him up a bit, or what?
There actually is a tavern and eatery just on the other side if you guys want to go over there if you need to stock any supplies.
No, we don't want to give him alcohol. He's gonna fall asleep.
No, kawa, some coffee there, Kurtz, to wake his ass up.
Yeah, there. You can get some kawa from over there. She'll kind of point. You guys are welcome to go explore a little bit.
Just give him a tap on the face. I'll send a mage hand over to tap him.
Yeah, he's awake right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Eteros. Can you please lead us to where the Durgar were last sighted?
Sure. It's gonna be back in the tunnels that we came through, and we'll go through, a different tunnel system than where you guys came from.
I guess it's worth a gander. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So yeah, there is a tavern up ahead. Like, if you guys want to just go take a peek at it real quick, just so you can kind of see a little bit more of the map, feel free to before we dive back in there. There is a little alcove here of water, and there's a little boat that's there. The water source seems to kind of flow to the east and the west.
What's the boat for?
You're not sure. It looks like it's empty.
No, I'm asking.
Oh, you're asking about it?
Yeah.
This is how we bring in supplies for the infirmary.
From where?
From a supply depot that's further upstream. Part of the water will flow deeper into where all the mines are, but if you follow it to the east, it leads to a depot for holding stuff. Alright, so if you guys are wanting to go check in on the Durgar stuff, Stone Rest can lead you through the tunnels whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah.
No time like the present.
Okay.
Perhaps on our return we can discuss more arcane matters when you have free time.
Absolutely. I love talking anything arcane. I am new to... Oh my god. My roommate's vacuuming, sorry. Of course he is. Yes, we can talk about it when you get back. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so he will lead you back into the tunnels where you came from, and while you are going through it, the ground is going to begin to shake again.
Son of a bitch!
Oh my god!
Looking up.
Okay, give me some perception checks if you care to look.
Why the
hell? I'm looking this time.
Yeah, and I got disadvantage.
Ooh. Urgra good. Urgra better than me.
All right, Urgra. You are behind your three companions, and they are ahead of you. And it seems like a boulder is going to fall on all three of them from the roof. You think that you can push two of them out of the way, but one of them is going to take the blow.
Decide who lives and who dies.
I can take it.
Well, pretty much, yeah. With that frickin' armor of yours, yeah. So I will grab Finley handily, and I will, slam Mom Arm Rin against the wall.
Okay.
Like in the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it, Urgra. Love it. That's awesome.
All right, so the two squishies get pushed out of the way while a large boulder is going to start falling towards Kurtz.
And Urgra will just whisper, "Sorry, Kurtz."
Deus Volt.
Look out!
Deus Volt, Infidel.
You're not going to notice it falling at all, but give me a dexterity check.
That should be 18.
Ooh.
Okay, so you didn't see it coming, so it's not necessarily that you dodged it. It's more it's gonna hit the armor and kind of glance off. So you got very, very lucky. So all three of you were actually able to not get damaged by this falling boulder.
Kurtz just kind of looks back and looks up, like, huh.
And
Keeps
then,
marching.
Stone Rest is gonna look around at everything, and he's gonna start panicking. And I think this tunnel system is gonna collapse. We need to hurry.
Oh, why
Great.
Run!
And so the ground
run.
starts, the ground and the wall starts shaking. All right.
Just running in the direction that I'm supposed to.
Okay.
Oh my fuck.
Oh! What's that
Oh
for?
gosh, what's that for? Just
Running.
running in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, are we all supposed
Good
to? do it?
thing Sean didn't ask for it. No, we're fine. We're all
Okay,
fine.
okay.
That doesn't mean anything.
This map is so big.
It's not like I have a +9 to athletics at level 1.
Trust me, high modifiers don't mean jack if roll 20 hates your guts and wants your character to die.
Yep.
Sorry, guys, I'm moving something.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
so
halfling.
lower
I'm
left
halfling ready.
Hey,
Hey, oh,
All right.
is that rubble behind us?
So all
Yeah.
around you, the rubble starts to fall, and Stone Rest says, "You guys should just run for it. Go, go!" And he'll show you the tunnel to go. So he's running, but you guys are able to go much faster than he is, and the rubble starts to fall all around you, and eventually it's going to cave in this tunnel system. And
Does it cave him in?
I will pick him up and carry him.
Okay.
Urgra will assist if she can.
Okay, so if you are trying to catch him, or like bring him along, it's going to slow you down. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Better than him saying athletics to start. No!
I'm good.
Urgra,
I'm
you're
fine.
able
I'm
to
in plate
dodge
mail.
debris.
I'm Iron Man.
Your dexterity saving throw is 4.
Yep.
All right. So these large rocks are starting to fall all around you, and it's going to start to. You're not able to move very well because of this this heavy suit of armor that you have, and it's going to eventually kind of all cave in, and you're going to be kind of buried in these rocks, and your legs are going to be trapped inside all of this rubble, and the armor. It seems to have kept your legs from getting crushed, but the weight of all these rocks is keeping you from being able to move. So you're kind of like from waist down is completely buried in rocks.
All right. So we're all running here. This happens to Kurt's Gladskin, like his rocks. As he's trying to pick up a dwarf. That's what's happening here.
Right.
All right. And where are Rin and Finn, and to all this?
Rin and Finn.
Yeah, you guys were able to get ahead of the stuff falling, but because they try to stop and help Stone Rest,
Is Urgra trapped too, or just Kurt's?
Urgra made it out. You turn in and you see Kurtz. He's kind of holding Stone Rest in his arms, but he's just completely covered in rocks all the way up to his waist. He's just completely.
All right. So as we're running, right, and I turn and I look and I see Kurt's, underneath some rocks. I'm gonna do one of those skid slides, like, hold on, Kurt's Gladskin. I'm gonna start running back. And anyone who wants to help me, I'll start trying to get the rocks off of Kurt's Gladskin's legs.
Urgra's gonna try to pull Kurtz out.
I'm going to send I'm sending a mage hand to also start to move the rubble. Remove the rubble, and I'll help Urgra, so I'll give her advantage to try and get him out.
Okay.
And I was going to inspire Urgra and Kurtz to get the fuck out of rocks. So
Okay.
I will chew up 2 inspiration points to.
Nice.
Give me some
Help with
athletics checks to see if you can easily move these rocks to unbury your friend.
My athletics is not great, but here we go. Advantage at 21.
Ooh! All right, so you are easily able to start moving.
Hold on 1 second. There we go. That's better.
Ooh, you both did pretty good. So working together, you guys are able to get a large rock that's binding his legs down and kind of frees up his movement.
Come on, Kurt's Gladskin, get your ass up! And I'm starting to heave rocks.
Yeah, I just stand up after they free me and start sprinting. I'll pick up Finley and just start sprinting down the corridor.
And in reality, in my mind, it looks like I'm picking up a very heavy boulder, but it's really like.
It's a little rock.
It's like a 5-pound rock.
The dwarf, how's the dwarf?
Oh, yeah, did he make it, or is he okay?
He
or-
better be fucking fine.
Yeah, he will look at you and be like, "You saved my life. Thank you so much."
Goddamn right, we did run!
You're outside the tunnel.
As soon as we're good, we're running again.
And
You're
and
outside.
The shaking will seem to kind of subside, but this whole area just kind of caved in, and the area that you came through, you don't think you're going to be able to dig your way out anytime soon.
As the caving completes, I will kneel down before the dwarf and be like, "The goddesses bless you, my son. You have lived through this trial. Go forth and fight for them."
This blessing of Carvalia is with us. I think her divine presence follows you.
Your sword is blessed, my son. Go forth.
And he'll pull out this tiny little dagger. Yes, it is a divine sword.
Do I have a better... I don't have a better weapon for it. I have a dagger, some javelins. Does anyone have a sword for this motherfucker?
Not that I'm going to give away.
Rin, give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm brilliant with this.
I don't think I have like
18.
any weapons.
All right. So you notice some ore over here on the ground on the left, and you recognize it as platinum.
That's platinum?
I have
It's unrefined, yeah.
a crowbar, a hammer, and a chest.
Is it a 25-pound chest?
It is a 25-pound chest that can hold up to 300 pounds or
I think
13
every
cubic
game
feet.
since he's gotten it, we have mentioned 25-pound chest.
Yeah. But no mining pick.
Amazing.
I'll fucking break it out with my bare hands.
I don't know if that belongs to us. Slate stone.
What do you mean it belongs to us? We're in a fucking cave.
Kurtz, maybe we should prioritize staying alive instead of getting some treasure that may kill us as we gather it.
I mean, we're
Slate
alive.
stone. Is there another way back if we need to get out of here?
We could follow, and he'll kind of point up north of where you guys are. There is a rail system that we could follow that will lead back to where we came from.
All right, at least we're not completely stranded. So there's that. You said that this is the location of where they were attacking. Where did you see? Are there bodies?
Yeah, there are two bodies that you guys see on the ground that are dead, and they have weapon wounds. And you don't know what type of creature harmed them, but it looks like standard weapons.
Medicine check to determine what weapon it was.
Ooh.
Well, hey!
Ooh, nice. It looks like it was a war pick.
Oh shit.
I'll sort of look at the impact and be like, all right, well, they're using war picks, very similar to mining picks, but with a blunt side on the other. Range is probably going to be our best defense, so myself, now the dwarf here, will charge forward.
Hold on, Mr. Stonerest. Do you have any sort of talent in combat, or?
He's a guard, isn't he?
So
he's a sleeping monk.
Yeah,
guy.
as you turn to talk to him, he's actually sprawled out on one of the boulders. So as you guys were expecting this body, you turn around and he just...
Yeah. No, I was gonna say he's really good at doing that. I have noticed he is top-notch champion sleeper.
Expertise.
I'm a little bit jealous of it.
What if we just kill him?
No, I love this guy.
I'm sorry. I went through quite a lot to keep him alive, so we're gonna let him live.
Not to mention, Kurtz, if you didn't want him to live, why did you save him?
Yeah, you just saved his life. He's a great asset to the team.
Well, I saved his life from something that was unprecedented and random, but now it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna sleep while you all fight Duragar. That's useless.
He may have a condition. He could be our sleeper cell. There's
I'll
lots
just
of
backhand him. I'll backhand him in the face wake up!
Okay, and as you smack him, he'll come like, what?
Hey! Fuckstick!
Otis,
can you fight?
Man.
Can you
Wake
fight?
up.
Hey,
No,
can you fight?
No. The fighting is gonna be it for you guys. I was just supposed to bring you here.
Oh my god. Can you do anything useful?
No, I cannot.
Just laying it out.
Kurtz is just gonna walk away. Kurtz is just gonna walk away. Just fucking god, this is.
Well, hey! Actually, before we get going, first of all, has the shaking stopped for just but a moment while we're standing?
No, it seems to have subsided. Yeah.
Quick. Hey, just out of sheer curiosity, you wouldn't by chance happen to be able to help us out with this, getting it out of the rock? And I'll point over to the platinum piece that's embedded in the wall.
And so
yes, out of game, I'm going stereotypical. Dwarves know how to mine shit. That's what I'm going.
Oh,
with.
of course. So
back in.
are all well, we're lagging really bad. Are all 4 of you guys facing towards him?
No.
I've just been looking at the platinum and looking around to see if I could send Orion anywhere.
Kurtz is just like this. Like, we're all gonna fucking die down here, and it doesn't matter what we've done.
So Kurtz is
We're back in caves. We're back
Rin
underground.
is-
This is unnatural terrain.
Urgra's probably beside Stonerest, like looking out to make sure Kurtz doesn't turn around and try and throw his hand axe into the guy's head.
Okay.
I might.
Exactly. I'm
Is
here.
anybody looking at this guy that you were talking to?
I'm talking to him. Yeah, I'm talking to him. It's like, hey, would you by a chance be able to help me out or help us out with that big
So,
thick rope?
Man, we are lagging bad. So Finley, I think that's why we lost our reviews. Finley, so you are looking over at Stone Rest, and his eyes are like dinner plates, and he's kind of like, his hand is kind of shaking as he's pointing up right behind from where you're standing.
Okay, I will look in the direction he's shit-stained pointing.
And see, Rin, you were looking at the platinum, you said?
Yeah, in the general direction over there, yeah.
Okay, so you will see it as well. You will see it. Oh, man, we are lagging so bad.
I'll see Finley dash away.
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh, I'm just trying to see where my piece is here. Where are you guys all at? Are you guys down here? Okay.
Here.
Okay.
Yep, there we go. All right, it's now coming. All right, so you see a giant beetle come charging towards you, and on either side of its neck, it seems like there are these large glands, and they're glowing red. This beetle has a huge yellow shell that's kind of running back, and it's just charging straight at you guys.
Fire beetle.
And that's where we will end the session right there.
Oh my god, that's
okay. Yeah.
Leroy!
Yeah, we're gonna die. Oh man.
We haven't dropped any frames, but it's lagging bad.
I haven't noticed any lagging, but I guess you're talking about stream.
Yeah, no, same. Like, I mean, I have it up on my phone, and I haven't noticed any lag. But like,
oh no, I see it. I see it on the Twitch there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But we're at a good stopping point anyway. We're at our time frame, so awesome. So yeah, good game, guys.
Yes, thanks everyone for watching.
Next Tuesday, every Tuesday, we play live 6:30 p.m. Pacific. So you guys don't want to miss what's going to happen. They're going to learn about the Duragard, find out what's going on with this beetle that's charging them.
It's just a fire beetle.
See if they can patch up some relations here as they are nearing the end of the first week.
Week.
Yep. You have year 1. So we want to thank everybody for being part of the HotA family. We got a lot of follows this week, so that's super, super great. Jump in the Discord. We have a new RPG text-based game that we've all been playing. It's a lot of fun. We have other shows on the channel. Sunday we have one ran by AJ, so go ahead and plug that one.
Yes, we have it. It's Ages Past. It's at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And, of course, you can join me as the DM and my set of players, 4 of them, one of which we share, Connor over there. And anytime you spend with us there, you accumulate the loyalty points, which you can spend either on the Sunday game or this game to influence it by giving inspiration to players. So it's a win-win all around. Hope to see you there.
Awesome. And we have some other great stuff coming to the channel. We're going to have some other campaigns ran by other DMs that's going to be coming in, and we're trying to get a talk show on Saturdays, and that's going to be for subscribers only. So if you guys want to be a part of that, make sure you get us some of those subscribers so you guys can be there for this exclusive content.
Hell yeah.
Putting out information on the Discord as it comes in. So we want to thank everybody for being part of the HotA fam, and we will see you guys next week.
Night, HotA fam. Thanks everyone for watching.
Bye.
Have a good night.